morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is a CVC stream, doing it live. You guys watching in the future, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you guys have a good CVC. And yeah, we'll just be doing our stuff here. Playing two accounts, so you see my eyes going back and forth a little bit here. But we have the main account on the screen. We saved our Alice for today. So we will be collecting her for some easy points. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Hello, hello. Let me pop out this chat here. Oh, that's better. What's up, guys? Yan, Glaze, Mike, Seba, Milos. What's up, man? What's up, everybody? How's everybody's CVC? Let me make sure everything is set up good. We got our RSL helper ready to roll. A moment's notice. Chat's ready. She did not count when claimed. I was lucky yesterday, got Nias. Oh wow, Nias. Very nice. Not too sure. I wouldn't be the best person to ask about like mythicals. Mythical meta. Good morning. I don't know. Alice should work. I mean it's CVC right now. Let's try, okay? Alice should work. Then I'm gonna claim her. Received 30,000 tournament points. Is this going to show personal information? Share, okay. Nice. There you go. Got all that goodies. Worked for me. Here's my second account. Collect 30,000. Share, Facebook. And then got it. Easy points, guys. Easy points. Easy points. Hopefully everybody got those easy points. All right, got some energy. Let's go. Let's go. I haven't loaded up the game, so let's go. Sand Devil, open. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Alice is a beast. She sure is. I got a video out on her later today. I made the video about a week ago on the test server. And I decided to release it today because it's the day that she gets launched or whatever. But yeah, she's a beast. Oh man, I can work on my seer. My crummy seer on my main account. Actually 100. Shit. Should I? Maybe I should. 490. After doing all those tests on the test server for the new dungeon, the extra seer might actually be helpful. The extra damage for the seer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's like I don't really need the seer, you know? I don't really need it. Like she does fine with a 3-star. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do we got any CC luck today from the clan boss chest? Let's see. A legendary book. No shards. Oh, there we go. CC luck. Hey, let's go. Sacred shard. Let's go. CC luck in the house. Yeah, good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Let me know if anything is weird with the settings. Should be okay, though. You guys go for that 4-star seer with my resources. Guess I can absorb that, right? Pay 100 here. Pay 100 here. I have you know, still 600. 600 means I can buy two more. Wait, what am I doing? 100. I have 600. Oh, should probably buy that seer. I have so much of these medium essences. Yeah, maybe I should buy that seer. Ah, fine. Fine. Sleepy? Climb boss sacred drought. I might not be able to do this Hatter fusion. Oh my god. I've heard of these droughts. They're really bad. Usually, I don't know. I don't really experience too many of these sacred droughts. Like I think like a bad month I still get like a handful, like 5. Definitely had good months. I've had good months where I've gotten like 20, like over 20. That's definitely a good month for sure. I should buy that seer. Right, guys? I should, right? Talking myself into it. There's no reason I shouldn't, I think. Because it only costs 100. I'm sitting on 700. And the 4-star cost is only 100. So I can buy like 7 of those 4 stars for my other champions. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Actually, okay, I was thinking about legendary. Because legendaries cost 300. Okay, so I can only buy 2 300s. Okay, I should probably just buy this year. Yeah. I should. Even if I don't need it. don't need it. It would have been nice to have it for the testing. It would have been nice to have it for the testing. I'm spending resources for testing purposes. Yeah, I mean, it's a silly amount, but like it takes so long to get, you know? Like, and it's only good for 2 legendary 4 stars. Like even though it's like, you know, the silly amount I got, it's only enough for 2 legendary 4 stars. So I know I have to keep 1 for Marius, and then I can save the other 4-star for somebody else. Man, I got too many. Like the blessings is a huge bottleneck, man. Like I don't know how you guys do blessings. I obviously it's a big spender feature in this game, but blessings, yeah, it's just so far behind, you know. Unless you just like gamble all your stones and then try to get lucky. Trying to get like guaranteed value is so hard, like from blessings. 12 hours away from raid, I was going through withdrawal. Good morning from Vermont. Rise and grind. That's right. Rise and grind, guys. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you guys. Actually, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I realized it's been a while. Haven't streamed in a while. I think I maybe missed the last stream because I was sick. I was sick sometime in December and I was moving and stuff. Yeah, okay, I remember now. It's all coming back to me. It's been a while. It's been a while, actually. Hey, Rabble, what's up, man? Hey, welcome, everybody. Plus 30k CVC. Yeah. I don't know. I try, man. I try. Sometimes it doesn't work, though. I think some people had some issues with mobile. I don't, you know, it's hard for me to show mobile, right? Because everybody has a different mobile and, you know, there's different things that's happening, but like, you have to turn it on airplane mode and somehow get to the bastion, right? Somehow get to the bastion, turn off Wi-Fi, and then turn it back on. So I think, oh, you know, like my keyboard, oh, that's another issue. My keyboard, it does random things. My keyboard does random things. It's so bad. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Like the macro on my keyboard sometimes just turns on for no reason. Like, very annoying. Click on IQ. There you go. You guys ever have this? Like, the macro on my keyboard kind of just has a life of its own. Before blessing the mythicals, I could compete everywhere at the top. Since those I can't. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds like we share a similar life story, I guess. See, like, look, I have this keyboard, key assignments. I disabled this macro key and all the macros on the side. It's all disabled, right? But honestly, like my keyboard like lights up and sometimes does things on its own. It's super weird. Super weird. It's super annoying. You got no mic also, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I didn't have a mic for like 3 days or something. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, I missed the last CVC stream. You grabbed Alice today by staying logged in and reset yesterday. I mean, that works too. That works too. That's the foolproof plan. Stay away from raid. But yeah, I you know, I try to give the reminder, right? Because I think, yeah, it's important for people, and 30K for some accounts is really hard to get. So I figured 30K for some accounts is really useful, right? But yeah. Anyways, yeah, sorry. Happy New Year, everybody. I know it's been a while. It was a crazy December. I had to move. I was sick. I'm still kind of sick. Like you can kind of hear it in my voice. I still am kind of sick, but I was sick most of December. I had to move. I had like crazy amounts of technical issues. Like my mic was busted. My keyboard was busted. And then my car broke down. So it was absolutely wild, like a wild December. And yeah, it was just crazy. It was a crazy time. But I finally got a little bit more settled down in my new place. It's really good because previously I didn't have an office. So in my new place, I have an office, which is like huge. But yeah, it's actually really nice. So the sound travel from like, you know, the YouTube stuff and like streaming isn't as bad as it was in my previous place. So it's good. It's good. Finally settled down a little bit, but still a little bit sick, and been looking for like some upgrades for like my monitor. I was thinking about going for like a single wide screen. Like right now I run two dual screens, but I was thinking about going for a single wide screen. But I don't know. It seems too big. Like single widescreen, but then if I get like a smaller widescreen, it seems too small. I don't know. Do you guys have a widescreen? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like the single large widescreens? Sell a lot of low blessings from either shop or essence or more gambling. Hit big last time, 5-star Marius and 5-star. From either shop, essence, or more gambling. Yeah. I usually don't buy the rocks to gamble. That's the thing. I usually save up the blessings. I'm sorry, I usually save up the essences so I can just build it up because that gives me guaranteed value. But I know like everybody's just like, hey, you should be gambling this, or you should be spending this all and gambling it during like double chance or something. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, well, it's a gamble, right? I don't know what the exact odds are, but if I gamble, like, you know, I could buy like, for my other account, I could buy like 40 medium stones, and if I gambled all that and I got nothing, like I would just be like distraught because I would have saved up so long, you know, saved up so long to get it, and then now it's gone. All those resources and time is gone. 900K for the whole clan, which is crucial. Yes, yeah, it is. It's huge. Yeah. What's the optimal way to stack points like mad except shards? Shards, one of the most efficient ways is actually being high in tag team arena and just farming tag team arena. So tag team arena wins gives you a lot of points per gems contribution. But the thing is, you can't run tag team arena like infinitely because you don't have the time for that. You can't automate it. So running a top stage dungeon like infinitely, you can kind of do that for a long time. Yeah, in terms of like spending shards, it's expensive, right? Like I don't know. I don't think people, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think people that get super high points, like I'm talking like multiple millions, get it all by pulling stuff. I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. 49-inch widescreen is humongous. Yeah, I was looking at 49-inch widescreens. You have a 227-inch. You had one of the massive stretch screens at work. Wasn't a fan. Okay. Glad to see if things are working out. Even Raid is kind of doing okay. Moving house is stressful. Not surprising you're not fully recovered. Yeah. I think I got sick from moving, to be honest. So very stressful stuff. But yeah, it's some real life comments there. But I normally save for Essence 2 because it's a safer bet and it's rare, but this last one paid off. I think I was converting into stones for the Blez event or whatever. Okay, nice. Yeah, man, I would love to pull like a big stone for one of the champs that like I'm working on. That would just save me a ton of time, right? Like I pulled Ieyasu and then I pulled Ieyasu and then I pulled Marius at the same time, right? And I was like, fuck, which one do I work on, right? And like whichever I choose is like it's gonna take me 6 months to build all the way to 6. So of course I chose Marius because Marius is super good, like better than Ieyasu. It's used everywhere. But yeah, it's just, you know, if I can just pull one, it'll just save me like 6 months or whatever, save me whatever amount, right? You know, it's all good. Even silver tag is good points. Yeah, just, you know, being a relatively reasonably high in tag, you can still, you know, outpace like doing high dungeons like points wise. But yeah, you just can't do it infinitely. That's the thing. You're dumping energy into the event dungeon, of course. Yeah, so right now I think most people would just, you know, spend energy, do the highest levels, and then for the event dungeon, and that's how they're gonna get points. The CVC, right? It's easy. It's, you know, 400 points per run. Some people can run the event dungeon in like 10 seconds or less, so like faster than Spider. Yeah, you're just gonna be cranking out points, but can't do it. I mean, you know, that's the whale. That's the whale thing, right? You just run out energies and gems after a while. Did you get Marius on both accounts? No, I didn't. Obviously, like getting Marius, like it takes a lot of work, right? So I only got it on my main account because the main account I literally focus probably like 90% of my playtime. So I spend like 10% of playtime on my alt account. But I still do like my alt account I'm playing right now. So I play 2 accounts. My alt account is still very end game. Like I do, you know, 400k CVC. I do, you know, top end Hydra. I do top end Chimera. I do everything, right? But in terms of like maintenance, I don't maintain I don't maintain the alt. Like I don't gear cleanse as much, I don't re-gear my champions as often, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of like coasting. But coasting for me on that account is still, you know, doing tier 6 CVC and all that still pretty end game, right? So my main account is where I spend a bulk of my time. But for Marius, I'm stuck on the live arena missions because I don't have time to do live arena. That's the thing. The time blocks, the extension of the time blocks have helped. The extra rewards have, you know, provided additional incentive, which is good. But honestly, I just don't have time. I do it on one account sometimes. Like I do at least one fight per day on both accounts. Just before the dailies. But I usually don't complete 5 on my alt, like ever. And then sometimes I don't even complete 5 on my main account. And that means I'm leaving some gear on the table, or I'm leaving energy and gear on the table, right? It's just I don't have time, right? That's the thing. So I don't know when I'll get Marius on my alt. I'm halfway through the mission. I'm like 1.5. I don't know, I'm right in the middle somewhere, so pretty far away. Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? I've tried to in Cruel and Savage. 6.2k, 240. I'm only about doing 400k per hit. A2 on Hydra, no books. I mean, you need more than just Trunda, right? You have to have a team that really cranks her up. You have to hit the decapitated head. You have to hit the head, with good affinity. You have to make sure, like, hex is big. If you have to apply hex to all the other heads, that spreads a lot of damage. I mean, yeah, that's about it. Protection sets, protection sets, things that boost your damage. You could have, for example, like Fearo's passive boosts your damage too. Yeah, there's a lot of factors. Currently stuck in the Arbiter mission for clearing stage 14 of Spider. I don't have any HP burner. You don't need burners for 14. 14 you can still get through with just good damage dealers. So just make sure damage dealers are geared up properly, and then you can get through. Where people get stuck is around 17. That's when the nukers no longer are good enough unless you have really, really good nukers. But where I got stuck was around 17 or 18 when the nukers were not strong enough anymore. 19 is really hard too because it's force affinity. Usually your starters are magic. So that's where you're going to get stuck a lot too. But you don't need HP burners for the lower levels. I wouldn't focus on that. Good morning, Billy. Good morning. As a free-to-play player, are you able to replenish your resources enough to do every fusion? I'm conscious I won't get enough shards. I do top 3 clan boss every day. Yes, I have absolutely no problem with shards. I have absolutely no problem with shards. Contrary to what people say, I don't receive any shards from Plarium. Unless you count gems as shards, which I never ever convert. I converted once. I converted gems once to shards. I did on video. I showed you guys, and then I said I never do this, but I did anyways. So that's the only shard I get. Ancient shards. I think it was for a 1+1 or something, and I really wanted to play just for content reasons. But yeah. In terms of getting shards, I don't have issues. A lot of times I find I talk myself into pulling shards just for content. It's kind of like, oh, I want to participate and I want to make a video, but I'm like, I don't really want to, the free-to-play way isn't really to pull shards for this, but I'm like, I want to do it anyways just for the video. So I'm starting to, be a little bit more loose with shards, to be honest, because I have extra, right? I have extra shards. Like for example, my last void pull, my last void shard pull, I pulled it during a 2x, I don't know, 2x plus 10x something. But usually, like, I'll be like, nah, I could wait. I don't have to. But I did anyways, just because, for content, right? And then you guys saw my sacred shard stash. I have like I made a video recently, but prior to that video, I had 75 on one account and I had 60 on the other account. And then it's just like, okay, well, these things aren't getting any more valuable. They're actually getting less valuable every day, right? That's why I usually say, I'm like, these shards are getting less and less valuable every day that passes, because mythicals, people are getting closer and closer to more and more mythicals, right? So what's the point of saving your sacred shards? So yeah, I don't have a problem with shards at all. So I just do all the content. I made a video about it, tallying up all the secret shards you get in a month. You get about 10 to 12 on average from clan boss. If you get really bad luck, you get like single digits or low single digits. If you get really good luck, you get about 20. Void shards, you get 40 a month. And that's not even counting doing events. So if you factor in events, you probably get like an extra 5 or 10. So you probably get like 50 a month. Ancient shards, you're getting like two a day, probably at least 2 a day, and that's not counting events. or random stuff you get from like dungeons. Yeah, so that to me, shards not a massive thing. Not a big bottleneck. The big bottleneck for fusions is time. Time's gonna get a lot of people. Get a lot of people to walk away from fusions. Akage is amazing. Yeah, she is. She is amazing. Congrats. Using your event dungeon team, but Duchess instead of Shimeo needed the extra buff. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, like those videos were mainly just to show concept. Like, you know, I probably run like some of those runs like 10 times, and then I'm like, okay, these are fairly confident that these work, and then after that, it's just optimizing it, right? They're on the test server. You know, I don't have like infinite time to play this game, so I can't like thoroughly play test everything. But it is what it is, right? Hopefully people can find something useful from it. Speaking of blessings, 6-star Marius just popped this morning for me. Nice. Nice. Do you think you're still the best free-to-play account? No. I don't have any mythicals, man. Like, I don't have any mythicals. So I, you know, I knew that. I mentioned this. I mentioned this when mythicals first were introduced. Because, yeah, when mythicals were first introduced, it's just whichever account can get the best mythicals at that point. But prior to that, I felt my account was very, very strong. Very strong. How you doing? Hey, Castle, what's up, man? You're stuck on 20. That's okay. I mean, 20 is still very efficient for farming purposes. How do you tackle gear cleanse during CVC? Usually you do gear cleansing before CVC so that you're ready for CVC. I don't have time to gear cleanse during CVC, so I try to prep beforehand. The main thing is crafting, right? Because you need space for crafting. The other key thing is not yeeting shards on every event. True, exactly. You have to have some self-restraint. Some self-restraint. Even though like I pull a lot of shards, right? Sometimes for content, sometimes because I, you know, just feel like gambling. But a lot of times you just have to save it. Like, you just have to sit on your hands, right? Like you just have to sit on your hands. And it seems like I pull shards a lot because I actually have 2 accounts, and sometimes I pull on one but not on the other, right? So it seems like I pull like every week. Oh, sorry, my phone's gone. It's how many points do you think the first 25 fragments will be in the last summon rush? Probably 2,500, so 5 sacred shards. That seems to be the going rate. I remember the last one, it wasn't surprising. It was just kind of like, oh, okay. It was between 5 or 6 sacred shards for 25, and then the full 50, I think you got like a slight discount, like a 100 point off slight discount. I disagree. As stronger and stronger champs are released, the shards gain potential value. Okay. Interesting. No, the big thing is like mythicals, right? Like I said, I don't know. You could introduce stronger champions in the pool, but then the pool gets larger too, right? So it really depends. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so though. Just because, you know, as soon as you pull a mythical, if it's a good one, then, you know, those sacred shards, those non-void, even voids, like, you know, I don't know. They feel devalued to me. Like if I can look at a list of all the non-void legendaries available in the game right now, and I could probably, you know, there's over 200, right? There's over 200. And I probably would be interested in maybe 10 of them. Like, you know, maybe so 5% of them I would probably be like, oh hey, that's really good, I like this for my account. There's just not that many. Voids, of course, there's going to be more because, you know, even for me, I have lots of voids, void legendaries, but there are still some void legendaries that I would really like. And obviously mysticals, but I don't have any mysticals. Mysticals aren't things for me. Like, I just don't even think about it. I do Centranos, I get all the remnants, but not all the remnants, but I get most of the remnants. Pulled all those, never got anything. You know, pulled all my primal shards, never got anything. System's been out for 16 months, never got anything. How close are you to Mythical Mercy? I'm at 180, I think. I think I'm at 180, somewhere around there, 160, 170. I'm close. Yeah, I didn't get Mythical on either account. That's the crazy thing too. Either account. It's not a thing. It's not a thing for me because as soon as I start putting a lot of stock into Mythicals, I get. And then what if I get nothing? What if I get, you know, something really bad, and then I would just be so disappointed. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, oh, it's so sad. I don't really want to feel sad about it. I want to, you know, I want to feel like, oh, that was good. That was impactful, right? Because yeah, literally I've been waiting, you know, 16 months or whatever. I think Helper just went down. Pools are way too big now. It hurts pulling Legos most of the time. Yeah, I mean, if you watch my pull videos, how much crap? Like how much crap am I pulling? How much crap am I pulling, guys? Like if you look at my pull videos, it's all crap. It's all crap. Yeah, like somebody said in my comments, which I found kind of funny. They said Boozer pulls the best stuff all the time and he pulls like 5 Legos every 10 shards. I'm like, I don't know about that, man. Like I hit Mercy recently on Ancient Shards during like a 2x or near Mercy. And then what I pulled was like I forgot what I pulled. I pulled complete crap. And most of my Sacred Shards are complete crap that I pull, right? It's just like, and I don't hit Legos all the time. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I hit a lot. And I recognize it's luck, but in the end, it's kind of balances out. Like sometimes I get nothing, and sometimes I get a lot. But there's so much crap. Like, I guess for non-voids, right? Even voids. If you look at my void pulls, they were kind of like, eh. Like I pulled 2 void legendaries on the 2x pull over the Christmas break, right? I pulled void shards. I pulled 2 void legendaries. One was on Mercy. I pulled Raka. Yeah, I pulled Raka and Sulfurion. Sorry, those 2 aren't crap. Those 2 aren't crap. Those 2 are good. But on my other account, I pulled Baron and I pulled Turvold. Like I have a Turvold and I don't need a Baron. And Baron's kind of like, you know, Baron's fine, but it's, you know, you pull a Turvold, it's a dupe. On my other account, it's really bad luck for voids. Like I have multiple dupe void legendaries on my account. It's actually kind of crazy. Actually, I'll show you guys how many dupes I have. I have like a dupe Arbiter. I have a dupe Hegemon, Turvo, Torment. Like some people never pull void legendaries, but then for me, I pull void legendaries and it's a dupe. It's crazy, man. What's your best advice for you? Level 52? Don't give up. Don't give up, man. My only mythical is Androck. He wasn't game changer, but he's fun to play. Androck's really good in Hydra, actually. I think he's the one. I think he's one. I think Nubkex uses him in his Hydra team. He's really good. What's up, Louise? Hope you're well. Love your content. Why don't you ask you, could I put on a bolster set for level 30? Yes, it can. But Seer won't take it off. So the bolster set will just be just for protection. What are your thoughts when they drop the first Void Mythical? You know, that's going to be in the cards, 100%, right? That's in the cards, 100%. They alluded to it, but they, you know, they alluded to it, but they won't 100% confirm it. I mean, it's no brainer, right? That's going to be there. Hopefully I get it. Hopefully I get rewarded for not getting any mythicals, and then they just fast track me into the best mythical. That'll be the best. But I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. Mythicals are just, you know, that's another world that I don't really think about. Trashnar? Oh man, Trashnar needs some help. But the good thing is that they're open to fixing some of the mythicals, which is really good. Throny? My first mythical will be Throny. Actually, I should do a poll. What do you think my first mythical will be? I should do that before my next primal poll, before the next primal poll session. Yeah, I should do a poll. Who do you think my next mythical, my first mythical will be? That'd be a good one. Should I go for Nature Wrath? You have a better suggestion. Nature Wrath for bells. Yep, Nature Wrath, I would agree. Yeah, that's a good one. You got Calamitous? Yeah, that's a bad one. Alil and Raka from Void. Alil is not super good. Raka's good. Just depends where you are in progress. For me, Raka doesn't do anything, but she's still a good champion. Doesn't mean that she's a bad champion. It just means she's not good for me. What are we doing here? Guess we're throwing our energy in here. The last poll video was painful to watch. You had some decent luck on your last pull. Yeah, I pulled a lot. That's the thing. I pulled a lot, and I pulled the faction unity champion. I pulled the faction unity champion. The thing is, I pulled it on my alt. My alt has like so many faction unity champion. My alt has like Teox, has Bana, has the Knight Rev guy, has the Undead guy. Like he for some reason, it just loves faction unity champions. All right, let's do this. Let's burn off this energy here. Baron is your Ryanuka. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, Baron still hits hard. Yeah, he still hits hard and he's super fine. But the thing is, I just have no use for him. Like, I have so many of these kind of like plain damage dealers, right? But yeah, it's still a decent champion. Start on Saturday. Who should I 6-star next? You should 6-star your 6-star a champion that can clear like area like waves, so they can help you level up food. Would you 6-star Kale or Alice? That's a good question. Actually, that's a good question. The problem with Alice is that she needs books. Any legendary that needs books in the beginning is really hard to justify over a rare, because you're not going to get those books for probably months. Like, she won't be booked out for probably the first 3 months, probably, right? So is she good without books? I would say no. I would say no, therefore I would go with Kale. And the thing is, Alice can be replaced. So in those 3 months, what if you pull a legendary that's better than Alice? Right? Then you would have maybe regretted 6-starring Alice so early. The thing with Kale is that if you replace Kale, it's not the end of the world if you replace Kale, because he's a rare, right? And then if you fully book him, it's not the end of the world. He's a rare, right? And eventually, in the beginning, if you're a non-spender, you're basically just looking for epics, anyways. Yeah, it's tough. I would say no. I would say go for Kale, and then just, you know, you can 60 Alice and leave her as a 60. But I don't think I would commit books to her. She still needs good gear. She still needs a team to kind of support her. She can't carry the team by herself. So. How do you have 9K multi-battles? Yeah, I never use multi-battles because I don't play mobile and I use RSL helper. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sleemo, what's up, man? Legit think the new event boss ads are bugged. The amount of times they res debuff are too high. Or resist debuffs. I mean, they have crazy, unique crazy accuracy, right? Oh shit, this is a fail, right? Is this a fail? This looks like a fail. See, this happens when I land neither decreased defense or weaken. Look, just a little bit left. See, if I had like a 5-star Slayer or 5-star Reaper, then it's all good. But, you know, because I have free-to-play blessings, I don't have the 5-star. I don't have the 5-star Slayer. So this looks like it's gonna be a fail. Oh, that's pretty close. If I get lucky with like a refresh on the A3, maybe it pulls out. No, it's over. Yeah, This fails once in a while, unfortunately, because Spider has to land one of the weaken or the decreased defense. It doesn't need both, but it has to be one. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. 6-star boot with accuracy. Oh, oh, baby. You guys can tell I haven't farmed pinpoint like crazily, but this is like a god piece for me. This is a god piece for me. And honestly, guys, getting the pinpoint gear is way harder than getting the accessories. So right now for accessories, like I'm only keeping 6-star with accuracy. So even this 5-star is no good. Like this one, I could use like an ore on it. I think I might just hold on to it and use an ore on it. I'm just gonna keep 6-star with accuracy because I'm gonna farm this dungeon for 7 weeks or whatever, right? So a pretty good haul here, this boot. Thumbs up. Happy, happy. Oh, I lost. I lost and it stopped. Oh, that sucks. Gotta set it up properly. Let's see. Our base is universally more usable. Oh yeah, don't don't will me to get Mikage. That would be pretty bad. I would love our base, yeah. Your first mythical is Galathier. Oh man, congrats. Jesus. I would love Galathier. 5 myths last month? Oh my god. Nias? Nias would be fun. I would like Nias. You think it's Crixia? Okay. Toshiro? Okay, yeah, Toshiro. Mikage? Speed booster or speed or lead? Your booster probably goes first. It really depends how you use your arena lead, but usually your first champion should be the booster if you're running like speed teams. Stop cursing him. Yeah, I would be pretty upset if I pulled Mikage. I think I would be upset because you can't even empower them, right? You can't empower like Mikage. So I would be upset. But you know, it is what it is, right? I try not to think about it too much because then I'll get upset. If I thought about it too much, I'll get upset. What's up, Brazzers? Is all your nuts 300 speed? No. They're I hadn't changed any of the speeds from my other dungeon teams, so that's kind of why I use that team. That might not be the best team for my account. I mean, it's pretty good, but it might not be the best team for my account. But the main thing was I didn't have to change any speeds on that team, which was really important. If you guys are interested, I'll show you guys the team real quick. Yeah, so my newts are around this speed, 266, 267. So they're literally just in front of the boss. And the Sulfurion boosts them up. So where this team can fail is if Sulfurion misses his HP burn on one champion. Because if you miss the HP burn, you're not going to get his passive turn meter boost. And if you don't get the passive turn meter boost, then the newts don't get their turn. But by adding Spider's really MVP for a lot of this is because he gives you a 25% boost in dungeon speed. So this 25% boost means that Sulfurion can miss some of his HP burns and my newts will still go, which means I don't need to change any of the speeds on them, which is really, really good. The problem with Spider is that he's not 100% chance to land this. But luckily, like if he lands either one, then the newts are fine. But yeah, he's not the best. He's kind of a crappy epic, to be honest, but in these event dungeons he's pretty good. The speed aura is pretty good. Should I care about 16 Alice if I already have Ninja? No, I wouldn't worry too much about Alice. I mean, at some point Alice is basically just like an AoE damage dealer, because you're gonna need really good stats on him, right? On her. Unless you really want her lockout, then you could even use her without damage. Just give her accuracy and then she can lock out waves for you. Yeah, it's really bad. Don't put mythical books into legendaries. Yeah. What books does Alice 100% need? She ideally wants her A3, right? Oh, sorry, A2, the lockout ability. Like ideally she wants this. It's 5 books. Yeah, it's bad. Her AoE hits pretty good. So you want this move as often as possible, to be honest. This one's okay. But if, you know, obviously if you had this at 3 turns, it's way better. Unfortunately, like, yeah, you're gonna put some books in here. I wouldn't. I think she's fine. I mean, yeah, I think overall for a free champion, I think she's really good. She does take 12 books, which is kind of expensive, I guess, but not too crazily expensive, I guess. But yeah, from my playtest, I was kind of happy with her. I was like, yeah, she's good. She hits decent. And then she's definitely useful, the lockout and all that stuff. But I mean, she's not an early game champion, right? Like you gotta give her like accuracy, damage, you know, all that good stuff, right? Um Sorry, I'll make sure I get all this stuff. Yeah, I gotta do big crafting session. I thought they were gonna speed up crafting, right? At some point, they were going to speed up crafting. Don't you worry. Two Mikages is nice. One for PvP, one for PvE. Nah. Oh, I can empower. Okay, sorry. I was thinking about faction guardians. Yeah, you're right. Do you think they'll do us dirty? Yeah, they'll probably do us dirty. Looks like all the content creators are doing the free-to-play series 2025. Yeah, I mean, I checked out some of them. They look pretty cool. I'm getting kind of lost, though, in terms of the rules. Like when I read, like I saw some of the documentation on some of the events or what's happening. And I was like, oh man, this is a lot to follow, man. This is like, it's a lot to follow. There's a lot of people participating, which is cool. Interest is very high right now, of course, because you just started, right? But yeah, for me, it's just like, yeah, this is just too much. It's an extra thing I can't follow. Nice or Gizmat. I would be happy with either of those. Yeah, Galus as my first mythical. Okay. Voids of the Worst, I pulled 1 in 15 months. How nice a player to release Alice when I just pulled Crixia. Isn't Mikage mythical? I thought you didn't have any. Yeah, I have all the free ones. I have Mikage and I have Carnage. So I have the 2 free ones available in the game right now. Well, that people can get. Otherwise, you can get the one from Chimera, but I'll get that eventually. But your silver and gem count is insane. The gems come from content creator perks. The silver comes from playing the game. Like on my, like this account, I don't get anything, and I usually keep pretty healthy, like 4,000 or 5,000 gems. My silver on this is about 840 million. I spent a bunch of silver to open up some slots for my vault because my vault's getting kind of ridiculous. That's why my silver dropped. Otherwise, it was like about 1 billion. It usually hovers about 1 billion. But for my main account, which I play more frequently, my silver is at 1 point. It's been hovering around 1.6, 1.65 for maybe like 2 months. No speed. 5 star. Okay. I mean, triple speed, I guess. Okay. Legendary banner. And I got ancient chart. Okay, not bad. Okay, wait, I was gonna show you guys my void legendaries on my alt account. My void legendaries on this account I've just been getting like dupes on this account. All right, let's see. So I got dupe Hegemon, dupe Hegemon, dupe Raglan, dupe Visix, dupe. I got 3 Torments, guys. 3 Torments. I got 3 Turvolds. Actually totally forgot about the triples. Can you imagine this? Let's say like you're dying for void legendaries and you're free to play, and then you're pulling freaking 3 Turvolds, right? Well, one of them was a guarantee, but I'm pulling 2 extra Turvolds, right? I'm pulling 2 Raglans. I pulled an extra Visix already. So like I got Fortis. I got Fortis here too. You know, I got Angar. Like people say, oh, you get such crazy luck. You know, like look at this void luck on this account, right? Like yeah, I got good luck on one account. On my other account is like total trash. But anyways, it's fine. It's fine. I still do whatever. You still got some good ones, right? You got Sulfurion here, which is really good. Cardio was really good as well for me. Hanorok did a lot too. So, you know. Oh, I got dupe Yakaro. There you go. I got another Yakaro too. So I got some pretty bad ones here. I got some stinkers, right? Like these are void legendaries, right? So I got some stinkers. You don't always get the, good luck. Is Hatter's Reserve on Artak a good choice? He's okay. I mean, most of his damage comes with HP burns, right? I don't know how the relic works with HP burn. Quick question. Rest of the champions with red dots, and you get rid of those annoying things. Doesn't bother me. Can you choose which skill to upgrade? No, you can't. It's random, man. Is YouTube your main job? No, it's not, man. It's my hobby. Actually, my hobby is Raid Shadow Legends. Actually, no, I enjoy YouTube. I would say YouTubing is a hobby. I would say YouTubing is a hobby now. But I do enjoy playing the game, so it's easy for me to do YouTube because I play the game regularly. Just finished watching the cat video. Yeah, make sure you guys watch the cat video. Very, very cool champion, guys. Very cool champion. I am impressed. Makes me want him even more. You're late for the stream, but you're here. Welcome, Ace. Thought a pair of newts was strong, but a triple is scary. It is. Yep. Welcome, Viper. Welcome, Prime. Welcome, everybody. How does the lockout work? Like Alika and Basher? Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Those are very comparable. The thing is, Alice brings more value per hit, like because she's a legendary, right? So her skills are a little bit better. And her kit is definitely better than both of theirs. Alika actually hits pretty hard, like good multipliers, but her stats are really bad. Like her base attack is like 1300 or something, but you can empower her. I forgot how much stats you get for the empowerment, but if you empower her, she becomes way more decent. But she has good multipliers in her kit. Is everything done? Okay, not a new month, right? New month. Oh, new month in a day. Make sure you guys do your Doom Tower stuff. We got new Doom Tower in a day. So 24 hours or whatever. Gonna take a little breaky, do some random stuff and do my cursed city keys. Let's see. Can I get Alice, Syl, and Drexar all this bunch? Which should I book first because of limited resources? Okay, don't book Drexar, don't book Syl, and then just book Alice. I mean, if you need... The thing is, Alice is a damage dealer, right? So you have to gear her with damage. How many damage dealers do you have on your account? Do you need another damage dealer? At the end of the day, she won't help you with Clan Boss. You have to be careful with that. She's not going to be super helpful for Hydra. So is your account at a stage where you can afford to just have a damage dealer, mainly for PvP, right? So that's going to be like a big trap for Alice, is that people will start investing in her, but she's not necessarily the best for your account. I mean, most accounts are like this, or most people will fall into traps like this, right? Where they commit to champions that they don't necessarily need. So Alice is no different. You just have to make sure that you're okay, like ready for it, right? But Drexler doesn't need any books to be good. Syl arguably doesn't need any books to be good. But of course, having books on her will make her better. You helped me progress in my account so much. I one key Ultra Nightmare and I have my Sand Devil 25 next to you. Awesome. Awesome. Good to hear, man. Still planning to allow us converting champs to chickens to free up Vault. Yeah, I know, right? Like, actually, you know what they should do? They should have the chickens in one slot. Why do they have to separate all the chickens? Here, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Show you guys what I'm talking about here. Oh, wait. Where's my chickens? Am I being stupid? Where's my chickens? Where's my chicken coop? Oh, sorry. I have to do this. Look at the chickens. Why did they do this? Why did they do this, guys? Why did they do this? Why don't they just put one chicken and then put the number next to it? This is ridiculous. Like, they're complaining about server space, right? Like, why? Why do you do this? Makes no sense. Why did they do that? They used to do that. I think they used to do that with the potions or something, right? It's just ridiculous. You mentioned that you believe that this Cheshire Cat might be the guarantee in the whole Alice event. What do you mean guarantee champion? What guarantee event would that be? Okay, so usually during these like long multi-month events, there's usually some kind of way to get the champions. There's some focused way to get the champions. So first we have Alice. Alice is a 7-day login. That's 100%. We have the fusion. That's good. So now there's only 3 champions left: Queen of Heart, the Void Legendary, the Knave of Hearts, which is the Force Undead champion, and then you have the Cat, which is the Spirit champion. Usually the Void champion they never give away easily because she's Void. She's so sought after or whatever. They usually make it very difficult to get the Void champion. So in the Asgard event, they gave away Odin, which was the Void legendary, as the winner take all in a champion chase. So a champion chase, it's about pulling shards, right? So it's going to be a big spender. It's a big spending trophy to win Odin, the Void champion. In this case, the Queen of Hearts is most likely going to be something similar, where they do it in a big spender tournament, winner take all. So it would be a guarantee for maybe one person. So that leaves 2 champions, the Knave of Hearts and the Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat. And I think the Knave of Hearts won't generate enough hype to be a guaranteed champion. And what I mean by guaranteed champion is that they make it available to be had by everybody, whether through spending or whatever, because in the champion chase version where it's winner take all, it's not guaranteed for everybody. It's guaranteed for one person, right? But in a guarantee event, it allows everybody to get it one way or another, whether spending money or spending resources. So it could be like an event, like spend shards, spend this much shards, you'll get this champion at the end. Complete this event, you'll get this champion at the end. Those are guaranteed events. So in the past, for example, the last Asgardian Divide, we had Freya, the Force Affinity champion, as the guaranteed champion from completing the Deck of Fate. The Deck of Fate was very difficult. It was training based and it was Soulstone based. So if you didn't have Soulstones, you had to complete it with training, which is massive resource drain and time drain too. But she's available to everybody that can finish the event. And that's what I mean by guarantee event. So I think the Cat will be the guaranteed champion for one of those events. We don't know what it is. It could be shards. I'm hoping it's just shards. So then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then you can just pull like whatever amount they want. I don't know, 20 plus sacred shards worth. And then that's how much you're expecting to spend nowadays for a legendary. I would spend at least 20, you know, I would expect to spend at least 20 shards. 20 sacred shards, sorry. I get trash, not dupes. Clayna is not trash. Clayna is good. I mean, it depends, right? Your account's probably just beyond that, but Clayna is pretty good. Should I fuse Mikage or should I do it on a fusion? I mean, you can wait. If you have trouble finishing off fusions, then definitely wait. If you don't have trouble finishing fusions, then it doesn't really matter. But getting Mikage quicker is good because she's really good. She's going to improve most areas of the game for you, for sure. You pulled 3 Fortises. I got some bad luck, guys. I got some bad luck too, so it's all good. Feel your pains. Your Spider and 3 Nuts, is there a replacement for Sulfurion? Yes, there's definitely replacements for Sulfurion. The thing is, it depends on the gear for your newts, right? There's a bit of nuance. I don't want to explain it all here, but there's definitely some options. If you got 3 newts and Spider, you can definitely do the dungeon. Crit damage amulets. Okay, well, that's okay. It's only week 1. Can't wait for a summer rush. 11 sacreds ready. Play for 3 months, hoping for some good luck. All right, man. Good luck. Best of luck. Yeah, wait for the second one. Wait for the second one. Don't get baited into the first. Don't get baited into the first summon rush. Wait for the one at the very end of the fusion. Does Harima need books? Absolutely. She's amazing. How would you use Firo? Hydra. Yeah, I would use Firo for Hydra for sure. You think they're going to put some event with the second summon rush to get Hatter Soul? Yes, definitely. Because the fusion's going to end at that summon rush. And you know they're going to have something else afterwards. Probably a Titan event. I would say a 3-week Titan event. Probably for his soul. Makes the most sense. Supreme Kale worth booking. He's a good champion. I don't know if he needs books though. I don't know where I would use him, to be honest. But his kit seems pretty good. Why don't you build champs with those? So many. Sorry, what are you referring to? I'm probably behind on chat. He used to do it with books. Oh, the chickens. Sorry, we're talking about the chickens. Yeah, I get the 5-star chickens from the creator packs. They have no value to me. And I do create champions. I create lots of 6 stars, but I don't use them, right? I don't use them. Sometimes I use them for testing purposes, but I don't use the, like, when you play this game at, like, you know, the optimal efficient, like, as efficiently as possible, you only use like a couple dozen champions. So like, you know, I have 100, like, I don't know how many 6 stars I have. I have a couple 100 6 stars, but I only use a couple dozen like daily. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys know how, you know how it is. Watching multiple CC confused. Is Alice good or not? She is good. She is good. 100% she is good. 100% she is good. She hits good. She has extra versatility with her lockout ability. Her A1's actually kind of good too. The buff steel. The buff steel is actually kind of good. And her kit like synergizes well together. The problem is she good for new players? You know, you can argue that, right? Because she takes a lot of stats. That it's going to be hard for new players to take advantage of her. So you can argue that she's not good for new players because new players can't maximize her. But you at least get the champion, which is the hardest thing, right? In this game. Once you have the champion, then you can, you know, build them out eventually, right? And she will be good eventually. Even, you know, for faction wars, she can be really good, right? She's never going to be bad. That's the thing, right? She's just good. She's good. I don't know who would say I don't know why somebody would say she's bad, to be honest. I think objectively speaking, she's a good champion. Opinions on embryos. He looks good. Like on paper, he looks good, but I have to play him out. I have no idea. But it adds up for mobile games. Yeah, exactly. You gotta use them to make the mess go away. Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know why I butcher the cat's name. I say Seshir, right? It's Seshir. But I've been saying like Shershir and Seshir, like just like absolutely brutalizing the cat's name. Like I don't know why. Maybe I have some reading problems. I don't know. Do I have some issues reading nowadays? That would be a bummer. I have to manual this team. I don't really want to pick a level where I have to manual. There you go. Mikage changed my free-to-play account. Yeah, she's incredible. She's a great champion. And the fact that she has fusion is awesome too. How many seconds on average to get the 50 shards from the second rush? I would say between 9 and 12. 9 would be extremely low. 12 would be extremely high. So I would prepare for about that. Hoping for Cat. I'm thirsting for some big DPS. Thirsting. Yeah, Cat seems really good for DPS. If you guys watch my most recent showcase on the Cat, he is doubling my Razovarg's damage. My Razovarg's not the best build. Like, he's in a worse build, but he does have a blessing, right? But to be basically doubled up in terms of damage by the Cat is pretty big. That's a pretty big gap. And the Cat is like, 50% better than my Mishinaki, right? And Mishinaki still has hex damage to boost him up too. And Mishinaki is probably in a better build with a blessing as well. So it's pretty big hype, to be honest. Yeah, I would say it's pretty big hype. Can you help me with Central's boss in normal? A lot of it's roster dependent, man. Tough to give you like super specific advice. It really depends on what you have on your account. Pulled 10 ancients for fun, didn't get the Cat. Pulled 1 void for fun, got Yumiko. Damn. That's freaking wild, man. That's wild. I mean, crazy congrats, dude. That's wild. I'm just gonna pull stuff for fun, and I'll just pull one of the best void legendaries there is. Hey Dima, hey, fist bump, man. Congrats. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, like, those are just kind of like concept, right? I think people will improve upon it, but you know what? Tyraku, another content creator, if you guys don't know, make sure you guys follow him. He released a video for a very, very good team. I would say the best team. I would say the best free-to-play team, guys. Make sure you guys give him some love. Hold on, let me dig up his video here. It's actually incredible. I don't know if he full out came up with this build himself, but it's a variation of my Geomancer team. I'm not saying Geomancer is my team. I'm just saying this is the idea of Geomancer. But hold on, let me dig up his shit. But yeah, it's absolutely incredible.
I'm excited to share this team with you all. Now, I do want to make it clear that this team, this version I'm going to show you all, the one with 3 epics and 2 rares.
So this is the team, guys. Sorry. You got 2 damage dealers. Shamail, Maneater, and Geomancer. It's like probably the most. I would say definitely the most free to play team to do level 30, and it's relatively quick too. So I would check that out. If you guys are really struggling, I would check it out. Tyraku. Make sure you guys check them out. Really, really good team. Definitely should get lots of. You should get lots of. People should definitely see this team, because the way it works is that he has them geared also very reasonably too. So they're like 260-ish speed. And Geomancer doesn't need insane stats because he's not a damage dealer, like a normal damage dealer. So the way it works is that you get the queen to basically use her strip first, and then you put the Maneater unkillable on everybody, and then at that point it's basically just killing the boss, right? Having the boss kill themselves. So it's actually really, really good. It's a great team, right? But yeah, make sure you guys check it out. Give Taraku some love there. And then we're done this. Check Discord. Oh no. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Yeah, okay. I mispronounced Seshir. It's Seshir. I even looked it up, man. I even looked up how to say Seshir because I was getting butchered by people in the comments about how I say Seshir. Okay? Yeah, Seshir. Yeah. But then for some reason I ended up saying Shirshir. I don't know why. I get absolutely butchered in the comments. Had reserves, worth it. I don't think the Hatter Reserve is that great of a relic. It's good for damage dealer, I think, or HP based damage dealer. Then you get guaranteed value, I think. Do you think it's worth doing the first summon rush to skip the second, or would you recommend going for the second? So the thing is, like, the second one is likely to connect into another event. So that's what they did for the Thor. That's what they did for the Thor fusion. They connected the last summon rush, which is the third summoning event, with his Titan event, which was his soul, right? So if you are looking to get his soul, the Mad Hatter's soul eventually, then you want to connect with the Titan event to get kind of like double dip, right? You're double dipping basically. And there's always the risk. There's the risk, right? There's risk that one player makes the third summon rush really, really good, which means you want to participate anyways. And the second risk is that they could make the third summon rush really punishing. So they could, if you wait for the third summon rush, right? They could make it so that the cost of the third summon rush is really expensive, and then everybody is kind of screwed, right? So my suggestion is, if you're really tight on shards, I would complete whatever you can complete that you know that you can complete. Don't wait for the unknown, right? Because if you wait for the unknown, there's always the chance that player screws you over. The thing is, you might miss like the soul from the Titan event, but if you miss the Titan event, I mean, if you miss the summon rush that is part of the Titan event, you're not going to you're still going to be able to get the soul in the end if you do other things later on. So that's what I mean. If you're on the fence about waiting and you're on the fence with resources, I would just complete whatever you can knowingly, the amount, and then just get the fusion, right? Because you don't want to risk the fusion on Plarium doing something really stupid, like making like making like the fragments like cost 14 sacreds or something like unprecedented, right? Like previously we haven't had like a 14 sacred cost yet, but you never know what they're gonna do. And then you would be completely handcuffed in that situation because you're like, I need to finish this to complete the fusion. So you don't want to be in that position, right? So I think if you're on the fence with resources, just, you know, finish the fusion so you don't risk it. Yeah, like for me, I have tons of resources. I can get the, you know, I can get it no problem. So I take the risk, right? I take the risk. If Plarium says, okay, we're gonna turn the screws on everyone on the third summon rush because everyone's waiting for it, then, you know, then my risk did not pay off, right? And that's gonna happen once in a while. But so far it's been working out pretty good. And I'm just sharing my experience from what happened before with the Thor fusion. That's what they did. And the third summon rush was cheaper. And then the previous one was also in this same way. The previous fusion that also like went into a Titan event, that third summoning event was cheaper than the previous two. So saving for the third one made sense. And it also connected with the Titan event. So just based on patterns, you know, people are naturally look for patterns in things, not just raid, but in life. They naturally look for patterns, right? So they stick out to you. So this is what sticks out to me, right? And a lot of it drives, you know, my decision making, right? So I'm like, okay, there's a pattern here, right? And people follow patterns too. That's the thing. So Plarium will follow their pattern usually. But there is some risk, right? So just you don't want to risk the fusion on a gamble. So try not to. I guess that's what it boils down to. Ninja and Harima, who would be better for Mikage? Ninja is better for Mikage. Ninja is better, from all accounts that I've seen. The thing is, you need a pretty jacked up ninja. Like, you need like merciless set. You need accuracy to land his HP burns. Yeah, you need him to crank. And some people even gear him out with no speed too. So they're strictly relying on Mikage. So maybe they have somebody like Mikage or Teox Mikage, and they just push him into the battle, right? So his speed is not that important. Like I've seen that, like those builds as well. Like for Hydra, sorry, for Hydra. You got Daimon, is he good? He's not bad, but I mean, you don't really see him in any content, but he's not bad, not a super bad champion. For a Void Legendary, he's probably pretty disappointing, but he's not super bad or anything like that. All right, let's see if we get some CC luck here. Hey, legendary book from a epic, sorry, from Nightmare. I'd say that's pretty good. Oh, I got a legendary book on my other account too. Nightmare boss giving out legendary books today. Sweet. Did I finish all that stuff? Let's see. Oh, faction wars. How many points are we at? 86? That's with the boost. Pretty weak. Gotta do some crafting. Ugh. Alright. Where's Helper? Is Helper down? I think Helper is down, eh? Helper seems down. Ugh. Alright, let's do that then. These are the annoying parts of the game. Cheshire. Sorry, Cheshire. There we go. Took me 3 years to get Maneater? Yeah, it took me about 3 years to get Maneater too. It happens. How much space do I have? Okay, I have a decent amount of space. Oh yeah, we have an artifact enhancement event happening right now too, right? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, we could do that. Mm. Some mythical pieces here too. Okay, some hope. We have some hope. Sorry, let me catch up on chat. Champion chase for this fusion was cheap. It was actually. Or reasonable. It was reasonable. What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome. At what point should you be farming Sand Devil? That's good. That's a good question. So basically, Sand Devil. Usually, you farm Sand Devil when you have like better when your gear cannot reasonably be improved by farming dungeons, right? So you want to improve your existing very strong gear through Sand Devil. The only thing that kind of the exception is speed boots. The exception is speed boots. So you want enough material from Sand Devil so that you can get some speed boots. Um, on your most fastest champions, right? But I wouldn't focus on Sand Devil exclusively for at least some time. Like you can do it like here and there, right? Like I wouldn't spend like crazy energy. Personally, what I'm doing with Sand Devil is I basically just do it. Uh, like if you look at my stuff, I basically just do Sand Devil when there's events happening. Um, I'll show you my resources here, and then I basically like this is all stockpiled just by doing the tournaments. So I basically just do the tournaments. I don't do like crazy amounts of Sand Devil, but I just do the tournaments and then they just slowly start racking up. So if you want to target like a tournament, maybe it has a prism shard for a pool that you really like. So you could do that once in a while. And then, you can get your prism shard, you get a little bit of material. Oh, this boot can be good. Boot can be good, please. Pretty good rolls, actually. Pretty good rolls. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Yeah. Actually, this is a good boot. This is a pretty good boot, actually. I mean, other than this roll, it all missed. By the way, all the rolls missed it. This substat here, other than this substat, these are really good. Like this is a nice defense-based boot on Savage set. We didn't get the ascension right away, but that's fine. That's a good boot. Hooray! Hooray! Although I don't have too many champions in Savage gear anymore. Let's see here. Should I book Mishinaki or Trunda? Oh, that's interesting. Trunda is really good. I mean, Trunda is really good if you have a good team around her. Mishinaki is more of a champion that can make a team good, can make a bad team good. Whereas Trunda can't really make a bad team good because she needs a good team around her to be really good. So I would say Mishinaki first until you figure out your Hydra stuff, and then you can do Trunda. Struggling to do Hydra with the required debuffs for now. Would you recommend focusing on other areas? Mid game, returning to get 1 mil player power. Really hard to say or give advice there. Just depends on roster. But I would definitely not fully neglect Hydra. You definitely want to get at least some of the chests because you want to pick up Mithrala right away. Once you get Mithrala, Hydra will be easier. A lot of things will be easier. So make sure you focus on getting Mithrala. If it hits speed, I might keep it. Damn. All right. Damn. Not the best rolls here. Double speed with the single accuracy. I mean, it's not too bad. Really want speed. Yeah, I think I'll walk. Speed. Double speed? Double speed is okay. Okay. Rope me in for another one. Damn. Probably no good. Alright, this glove has hope. Less hopeful now. Damn. Speed, I'll keep it. No speed. Probably a dump. This one's good. Right. I usually keep all 6-star boots, just because I don't have many. I keep them just for like cheaper ascensions, cheaper like reworks. So that's gone. That's gone. This is gone too. All right. So actually playing the game. Is Lordly Legionnaire a must-have 6-star? No. No, he's terrible. Who said he's a must 6-star? Is that a troll comment? Yes, I can. I know to skip instantly. I was just figuring out what I wanted to do with the forging, because usually what happens is that RSL does it for me. Like it does automatically forges and then and then deletes. But here I think RSL helper went down, so it's not doing that. I have to do it manually, and I was just figuring out like, what's the best way to do it. I'm probably gonna just do it like this, where I do like 30 or 40, jump back in. I guess I can do 40 more. I have spots for 40. So yeah, basically I just trash all this gear. You get silver out of it, you get points out of it. So it's really important to do your faction wars, of course. Actually, it's really important to do your arena, because that's where you get this Magi steel. And that's a big bottleneck too, where you don't have Magi steel, so you have to do your arena. Just normal arena, guys. My Great Hall is maxed out. I still do my normal arena. See, like that's 1.6 million. That's gone. Dun, dun, dun. These. No speed. Gone. Okay, cool. Congrats on Arbor. Yeah, preemptive congrats. Good morning, Rotten. I was wondering, I know you free play, but how many of the CC perks do you use on your account? Sorry I missed the video stating this. What do you mean how many of the CC perks? If you're talking about legendary books, this is how many legendary books I have. So them giving me legendary books does nothing. If you're talking about 5-star chickens, this is how many 5-star chickens I have. Giving me 5-star chickens does nothing. I have 1.7 billion silver. Giving me 4 million silver does nothing. The big thing is gems. I have 24,000 gems. I save most of my gems, so I don't really use most of it. Energy, I get about 1,200 energy a month. No, 1,200 energy a week. That helps. That helps. That's like half not quite half, but that's half a normal event, right? Half a normal dungeon event per week. That helps. So everything they give me, I don't really use most of it. The most important stuff is the energy. So, and you can argue that for an account of my, maturity, giving me that energy does nothing. I don't need the silver. The gear gives me nothing. So it is what it is. It makes it less stressful. Like, for example, I can miss a day of dailies, or I can not play for a day, or I can play on the test server for a day and not worry about my resources. That's kind of nice. But otherwise, it doesn't really do too much. The gems are helpful, right? But I don't really use the gems, to be honest. But apparently my account was built off CC rewards. Yes, you can build my account with CC rewards. People think I get 1.7 billion silver because I got CC rewards. Why don't all CCs have 1.7 billion silver? Helper is alive, no messages. Okay, I need to reset everything so that my helper is working. Hey Felix from Germany. Hey Adam, how are you? Hello new people. Nobody I search for. Some 5-star chicken in my champion pool. RSL helpers update. Okay, thanks. Take a look. Stripped your Mikage. You're too good for her already. Was my Mikage stripped? I think I was doing something. I'm testing. Strip my Mikage. No, my Mikage is still very good for my account. Is resilience gear always sell? No, it's not. For my account, it is. I only keep the legendary pieces, or actually, I only take a look at the legendary pieces. And what I'm looking for is very high quality legendary pieces with really good sub rolls. But mostly it's just silver for me. Hey, thanks, Adam. Appreciate that. Book, Mishinaki, or Trend. I think I answered you. Can you give me a 5-star chicken? I wish I could. I can't. Test server must feel like a fun sandbox. More people should have access to it. I 100% agree. I think more people should have access to it, so that Plarium can freaking have other people do testing for them, because they don't freaking test their own stuff, right? Why would they leave the test server only accessible to, like, it's literally like 20 people? I'll tell you guys this. On a test server, there's about 20 content creators that have access. I would say half of them don't use it at all. And the other half probably use it for like very basic things. And there's probably only like, I don't know, a handful that use it for like extensive testing, or more extensive testing. So there's just not enough testing happening, right? And the fact that Plarium doesn't really test their stuff, you know, they should give people more access. I think all the content creators should have access to the content creator, to the test server. Not just the people with the bigger subs, because bigger subs doesn't necessarily mean you can, you know, have time or test things or whatever. And honestly, it gets tiring playing on a test server because it's an account, right? And you get bored of it too. Like I have like a million gems on the test server. Like, what? I remember Hell Hades, he made a video before where he was pulling, I don't know how many ancient shards. But at a certain point, you just get tired of pulling ancient shards, because like, what's the point? Whatever you pull, you don't get to keep. So you actually, it's not the act of pulling the shard, it's the act of getting the chance. I don't know. For me, it's an empty feeling, right? You pull shards. Yes, you have access to tons of shards, but you don't get to keep the champion. And it's, you know, like I can play with any mythical I want. I can ask them. I'm like, hey, can I have this champion? And I get to play with it. But at a certain point, it's like, oh, I'm bored of it. I don't want to play with it anymore. And it's not fun when it's not yours. I don't know. For me, I like that. I like that it's mine. Like, you got lucky with it. You know, you work to build it out and all this stuff, right? So test server, it feels okay. Like sometimes, like, you know, for example, like you want to play with a champion that looks interesting, like the cat. I was interested. I was like, yeah, I'm interested in playing this champion. I want to see what it can do. Or Alice. I was interested in playing Alice, right? Or what was it, like? I remember the other champion I was pretty hyped for was Thor. When I got my hands on Thor, I was like, holy crap, this is a good champion. I was like, wow, this is an insane champion. And luckily, luckily, it's, you know, I wasn't wrong about it, right? Because I was really hyped up on Thor, because I'm like, this is for sure a good champion. There's no way this is a bad champion. And luckily, I was right. Like, it is a good champion. But yeah, it's kind of, you're kind of bored of it, right? I guess after a while, because it's not even yours. You have no stake in it. It gets reset and stuff, right? Oh, thanks, Kang. Yeah, it's fine. How are you gonna farm the event dungeon without using gems? How are you gonna farm the event dungeon using gems? I don't spend all my gems ever. I'll spend some. But I usually don't. Yeah, that's about it. The other CC didn't buy the silver packs from the shop like you did. Oh, it's good, man. Can you show me some tips for the forge and how to get higher stat gear? Yeah, you have to use the rarity and rank charms. So use those for your best sets, right? So that's important. You have to use those for your best sets because you don't have those charms all the time. So that's the big thing you have to have to be aware of, right? So for example, like I don't know, Slayers. Like I have 15 pieces of Slayer gear because I'm free to play. You use one of these rank charms, rarity charms, mythical charms. You use all these dang charms, and then if you have any specifications, right? Like look, let's say like, oh, I need a freaking glove, and I need this freaking glove to have speed on it, and this gives you the best chance at getting something that resembles what you want. No guarantee, but at the very least, you want your best rank and rarity charms on the sets that are most important to you. So that's what you would do to get the best chance at something decent. I wasn't saying that at all. I was wondering, as a free-to-play, low spender gem pack player, how closely I could follow the builds. Most CCs I watch, I can't emulate. I mean, if you think about it, I have the, we all started Centranos at the same time. So I was an endgame player starting Centranos at the same time as other endgame players. I didn't reach the end of Centranos for many months, but my Merciless gear would not be that far off from somebody else's Merciless gear because we both started at the same time, able to clear most of Centranos in, we only have a certain time gated amount of time in that area, right? So my Merciless gear is not that far off from, let's say, like the top player in the world's Merciless gear, right? Because we all have the same odds of getting Merciless gear. So where's my Merciless champion? So for example, like my Rhodos, right? My Rhodos is probably not too far off, but the big thing that makes my Rhodos a lot weaker is that he's a +1, right? So if you have a +4 Rhodos, which could be like best in world, and then you have somebody else, and he has a 9-piece Merciless set, for example, he would have more stats than my Rhodos, right? And that's where the big gap is, right? For me, I don't have empowered champions. My Rhodos is my only empowered champion on both my accounts. And that's because I keep my dupes to fill up my faction guardians. I probably need to do an audit of my dupes so that I can empower certain champions. But at this moment, Rhodos is my only empowered champion on both accounts. And yeah, like I said, the time gatedness of Merciless gear means that my Merciless gear is not that far off from the best accounts in the world. But what is far off is the empowerment and the blessings, right? So if you have a 6-star blessed champion, that's basically the equivalent of a +4 champion. So, and if someone has a +4 champion, it's equivalent of a 6-star. It's roughly equivalent, in terms of stats. So for you to emulate my account, you would need to be tackling the same content as me for the same amount of time. My account is over 4 years old. So if you have not been tackling content for 4 years, your gear will not be at my level because I've been playing actively for 4 years, right? Like I didn't just stop playing for 2 years and then went off and bought gear, right? Because you're free to play, you have to grind. So for me, I grinded my account for 4 years. So our distance will be quite great when you look at my account now versus like a brand new account that's less than 1 year old. But if you look at Merciless gear from an endgame player versus my Merciless gear, it's probably pretty similar because we only had a certain amount of time farming that gear. I don't know. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, Plarium was told about some of these issues and they didn't fix it. And then some stuff they did end up going back to fix. And then we're like, what the man? Like, we told you, dude. Like, we told you this shit was busted. Why did you let it go? Their test server is 2 potatoes. Broadzor. Yeah, no, he's being funny. Never using the Forge. The Forge is really good for silver. That's the big thing, guys. So you guys are new here. So many champions in the game, do player have plans of increasing the pull ratio? Actually, no. They never ever talk about the pull ratio. I don't think that's in the stars for them, man. They're happy with the pull rates because people still buying, right? Total Wixwell's in the last prism. Any advice on building Wixwell clan boss team? I'm gonna try for 3 key to 1 key. Wixwell is still the easiest way to get a 1 key Ultra Nightmare team. So congrats. Congrats. You just need to find the right guide basically to get you through. I have a couple guides on Wixwell. They're a little bit outdated. This is before he was nerfed, before his shields were nerfed. So they still work, but they require a little bit more, you know, requirements, gear, champion, whatever. But they still work. So you can definitely refer to like my guide or my videos on Wixwell. But yeah, it's not overly difficult for the most part because you can build them with, you know, rares and stuff. You can build a team with rares. You need some gears specifications though. You love Rotos 4 years on 2 accounts, 0 Rotos. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Rotos was one of those game-changing champions for my arena because he's kind of like the champion says, okay, if he has a really tough defense, this is where, you know, I can beat them. Like, and he was really good for like tag team. He's really good for tag team because you know, sometimes you get a matchup against somebody and then the guy has a freaking wall in front of you. You can't do anything. So having a champion that you know he can eventually break down that wall, it's really, really good. So he really changed up my account. No Harima either. Yeah. Harima's a big one. Even for non-voids, she stacks up still pretty good for defense based. You have 6-star blessed Deliana. I think I do. I think I pulled her, right? Is that why you're asking? I think I do. Yeah, I do. I pulled a 6-star Deliana. There you go. I don't use her at all. Somebody said to me that she actually hits pretty good, but I never tried her out. She has a 4-turn AoE block buff, which is okay for Hydra. If you need a block buff champion, but like I feel like I should attack into this, but I don't want to get embarrassed on my stream here. Losing the two champions, I might lose. Duchess is a good one, yeah, especially early. Geomancer event dungeon team with nut DPS, same tune order as yours, but at the end everything gets cleaned and I die. At the end, oh, that's hard to say, man. There's could be like order could be fine, could be a speed tune. Geomancer with nut. Geomancer with nut, so that means you're using the Umbral for CC. It's hard to say. I have to see the run. With nut, it should be way more consistent because you're DPSing down the boss way quicker. Do you have extra buffs? Maybe you have extra buffs happening and your team is taking too much damage. That could be one way you could die. Like the queen is taking too many turns. It's too much. It's too much to troubleshoot like in this kind of setting. Is pinpoint good for mid game? Pinpoint is mostly a PvP set, right? Because the big thing it counters is sheep. And if you don't have to worry about sheep, then this game really opens up quite a bit more options for you. That's why it changes over gear, especially now that the best damage gear is free. You can make up 15 to 20 without empowerment or souls. Top players always forget the caveat. You make up 15 to 20 without empowerment or souls. Make up 15. What do you mean make up 15 to 20? I don't understand. Top players always forget the caveat. Why would you say Onryo is better version of Rotos? Would you say Onryo is better version? No, Rotos has a built-in passive. That's what really makes him good. Onryo doesn't have any way to stay alive. Rotos he's special. Rotos is special. He's a special champ. his passive makes him really good, right? It means that he requires 2 hits to die. He'll never die in a single hit, right? Unless there's some way to shut down his passive. His passive keeps him alive, whereas Unreal doesn't have that, right? You're stuck on Mirror's mission. Craft 2 6-star mythical artifacts and already used 140 charm. Ran out of rarity charm, so need to wait now. Yeah, that's an eventual thing, right? You'll eventually get it. It's just how much pain you have to endure. But yeah, keep at it. Since when do you have Carnage? Is he good? I got Carnage about 2 months ago. I never used them yet, to be honest. Maybe more than 2 months ago, 3 months ago. But yeah, I've never used them yet. He's not booked out or anything. So I find that I'm like pretty backlogged in some of my champs. And I don't think he offers me like a massive improvement in any like specific area. That's why I kind of just left him on the bench for a little bit. Collected Lydia today, but it didn't count towards CVC. That shouldn't be the case. Lydia should count. Does not need crit rate. Yes, he needs 100% crit rate. Yeah. That makes sense. I wasn't thinking about the empowerments being the biggest difference in stats. I was looking at their stats and saying, how the hell do you get there? Yeah, empowerments and blessings are massive stats. Of course, they have very optimized gear, right? They have near perfect gear. They won't have a single dead roll in their gear. So for example, my Rhodos, right? We can just go over each piece individually. Technically, accuracy is a dead roll, right? On this. I don't think he's my best gear champion. Let's check out my best gear champion, okay? I think Marius is one of my best gear champions. He's not fully glyphed out. I'm probably going to glyph him up here today. But even Marius, I have some dead rolls, right? Resistance, that's dead roll. This one's perfect helmet. Perfect mythical helmet for Marius. Hit all the right stats with the defense here. This one, perfect shield, right? Other than that, it's an epic. Other than it's an epic, it's a perfect lethal shield, right? Here we've got some dead stats, right? Dead stat, attack stat. This one, attack stat again, is pretty dead. This boot, pretty perfect, other than it's an epic. But if you want to look at like a merciless, actually, let's look at a merciless champion. My best merciless champion. I think I split up my merciless gear a little bit. 9-piece here, 6-piece here. Unreal, I run 9-piece for Hydra. I think that's about it. I have some pretty good. I think Rhodos is my most complete 9-piece. Like if you look at, okay, let's look at my Rhodos again. So dead stat here. So this is a flat defense that's dead, resistance dead, and then on this glove is like pretty insane glove. Like for yeah, we got quad, crit rate, speed, HP percentage. Like this is great for an HP based damage dealer. Like I had this on my Taras, but I switched my gear around and then went on my Rhodos. Like this chest, some dead stats here, right? Resistance is a dead stat. This boot's pretty good. Actually a really good boot, but the rolls went into the flat attack, which isn't the highest value, but honestly flat attack is not bad. The rings, don't even talk about it. Banners are really hard to get as well, but this is a pretty good banner, to be honest, right? Other than it's not the perfect banner for Rhodos, because Rhodos you want HP based banner instead of attack based banner, but it has the right stats. But yeah, it's like, you know, I would imagine that maybe, you know, super strong accounts, they have even better gear, like better gear than you know, better pieces, right? But the thing is, it's merciless, and we're all kind of time gated with how much merciless we can get. Yeah, like there's gonna be some dead stats here and there, but yeah, it is what it is. Overlooking what Carnage can offer in live arena. Yeah, I think so. I think I can use them for live arena. I'm just not exactly sure, and lately I haven't been putting too much effort into live arena because I just don't have the time. That's the big thing holding me back a little bit. I really want to focus on like Hydra, to be honest, because I want to make sure that my damage is helping the clan out. So I don't want to slack off too much on Hydra. So live arena is just, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's really hard to put additional time into. Roughly how many arena wins you have weekly? I'm around 300. My personal best is 408 in 1 week. That's kind of crazy. Like 408, like classic arena. That's pretty crazy, man. My Great Hall's all done. It's been done for a long time. I still do maybe like 150 wins a week, but when I was grinding my Great Hall, I was easily doing 200 wins a week, like on average. But now I definitely don't do that much anymore. Yo, no brainer. Why do you keep asking me that, man? I already answered you, by the way. You're just asking like triggering questions. I said my account's not the best because I don't have any mythicals. I have the free mythicals. I haven't pulled any single mythical. And it's fallen off for like the last year. Just ask like triggering questions all the time. I have Rotos, but I think Teox is better for LA. No, I think Rotos is probably better. It's hard to say. They do different things, right? Kage is pretty good for everywhere, but can fall off higher end arena. Yeah, I agree. Early mid game free to play with 8 legendaries is a good idea to pull on progressive for an S tier, a la Newt. I don't think so. I mean, it's a gamble, right? It's a big gamble, and the odds are not in your favor. I wouldn't if you value like doing fusions and stuff, but it's a big gamble. The odds are not in your favor. Like a non-void legendary with a 15x boost is 7% if you hit a legendary, so it's pretty long shot. What do you think of flat substats on artifacts? I mean, sometimes you can't help it, right? But if you want like the maximum something, like for example, like if you want like maximum attack, like for example, if I wanted maximum HP on this helm, then I want flat HP, right? And HP percentage, but it's probably not ideal that you want that. You probably want it like speed. You probably want something else over the flat stat, but you wouldn't be like, oh, that's not the end of the world because it's still pretty good, right? It still contributes to this damage, for example. Is Slayer gear good for Acrizia? I think it's okay, but she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it though. I'm not the best to ask about Slayer gear, to be honest, because I don't have like good Slayer gear or a lot of it. So it's actually hard for me to even test it. Like on the test server, I can't even test champions with Slayer gear. I want to make a beginner Hydra team, but lacking enough gear to fully gear 2 teams to get the minimum damage. Yeah, it might be beyond you at that point, right? You need a bunch of 60s. First of all, you need minimum 18 60s to make 3 teams, and then you need some gear. You pulled Volcanos, but have no other good demon spawn. Nice pull, yeah. Volcanos can do really good in the event dungeon, actually. Final Kenpachi has a pretty crazy account. He spent $14. Yeah, Kenpachi he's a really strong player, right? He plays the game pretty hard. So I mean, obviously he's gonna have a nice account if he spends a lot of time on it. But yeah, he's a good player too. Yo, what's up, Elite? Doing what you're doing? Mythicals are coming. It's okay. I'm not looking for mythicals. Painful part of streaming live. Having to answer people gaslight you. Yeah, it feels bad. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ban you now. Okay, bud? There you go, buddy. I can't make your event dungeon team consistent. Would bolster set add an extra buff? No, bolster set won't do it. Bolster set will only just keep you alive. It's not for a strip. Let's see. 2 stars from Lydia. I have to finish Demon Spawn. Would you 6-star Umbro Enchantress or Countess Licks? If you just need to use it for Faction Wars, then I would do Umbro Enchantress. Let's see. I've been playing for nearly 5 years. It's very, very seldom I pull out Mercy on a 0.5% chance. So I only go pull close to Mercy. Yeah, I mean, that's the best strategy, right? How to get your tag team battles to be so easy. I can't get any. I can't get any and stay in gold 4 to complete my Marius missions. What do you mean gold 4? Usually during the start of the week you get the one-man defenses, so it's a lot easier. Sec. Okay, sorry guys. How do you feel about these events with the relic fragments? I'm split on deciding whether to go for them or holding for possible tournaments of one of the Alice Wonderland champs. Yeah, I definitely think the events are pretty much bait, right? Pretty much bait. I wouldn't go for them unless you have like a lot of resources, obviously. And if, yeah, valuing the champion, I think is probably the better play. Like if there's a guarantee, if you're low on resources, if you rather spend resources on this relic or a guaranteed champion, for example, I'd rather spend it on a guaranteed champion. Because this relic, the epic one, is not, personally, I don't think it's particularly good. But the legendary one is pretty good. Actually, the legendary one is OP good. But there's no guarantee that you're gonna get it. So it's a little bit dicey, right? I just seen you have Georgia. I randomly pulled him a day or 3 ago. Is he worth building out? Yeah, Georgia is one of the best champions to like go through Stone Skin, right? He's super good. So I just use him for like Stone Skin. Kind of a champion for Stone Skin. The problem is with him is that he needs to go first. He needs to go first. That's the first problem. And if he doesn't go first, you need a way to keep him alive. So a little bit of a problem, right? But he hits hard, and he can go through Stone Skin, which is huge. Have you got an idea of the order of progress an account should take? I've got 1 key. I can do all dungeons. Doing Chimera easy and normal. Easy. Clear my first Doom Tower. Faction Warriors is far away. Oh, the order of progress. Yeah. I feel like it's changed a little bit over the years. I feel like it's changed a little bit, to be honest. But if you can tackle, the first thing should be clan boss, right? You should try to hit clan boss as high as you can, and that usually lines up with dungeon progression. So in order to get clan boss, to get higher in clan boss, you need better gear, which means you need to progress in dungeons. So dungeons naturally progress along with clan boss. Arena, similarly, if you have better geared champions, you progress better in arena. The thing that gets left behind is faction wars, and faction wars should not be left behind, because this is how you get so much resources, like this, like these materials. And then you use the materials to basically get silver. So this is a big part of my silver, right? So I do this like basically every CVC, or at least every like personal reward CVC, where you progress in arena, you get arena, Magi Steel, and then you do your faction wars, and then you have this gear, right? And in the beginning, some of this gear is actually good. Like the perception gear is good. Like some of the resilience sets can be good for you, right? So yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand sometimes, right? But with the Hydra and the Chimera stuff, it's hard to say where you should be, because a lot of it's account dependent and roster dependent. But you should definitely try to at least get something from those areas, mainly because, you know, it's free, right? It's like free resources. The other place where you should look to progress is Doom Tower, because Doom Tower is going to give you a lot of good resources every month. And once you get Doom Tower on lockdown, it's just going to be free resources that you're going to get, right? So that's really good. Hope that answered your question. Yeah, thanks for the support, guys. It's all good. Have you ever done a video on how important it is to use free gear removal to get through faction wars faster? If not, I think that could help a lot of people. Yeah, I did do a video on how to prepare to use the hour-long gear removals. So what I did was basically I used Hell Hades Optimizer. So if you guys don't know, it's kind of like a little program you download from hellhades.com. It's kind of loads up your account, and then you can set whatever gear parameters you want, and then you can build out a champion however you want, and based on your account. And then so what I did was basically take screenshots of like every single champion I wanted to re-gear, and then yeah, and then when I clicked the 1 hour coupon, I just, you know, did all those champions. So I set it all up and then did all those champions. This was before they had the auto load feature where the gear automatically gets put on your account, which is really, really big. But yeah, I kind of did something like that. I don't know if I would do it again. It just seems kind of intuitive that you would, you know, wait for the free gear removal and then do like the highest value thing with it, like, which is, you know, for you it might be faction wars. For me, it's like Centranos, for example. Like Centranos, I have to move a lot of gear around. Yeah, it seems kind of intuitive. Can you show your Freya? I just pulled her and Hanzo from 6 shards. Nice. Yeah, Freya's incredible. She's a great champion. For me, I have her built. I think I have her built in 9-piece protection. I was using her for Hydra a little bit, just a little bit of testing. But I'll show you guys the build. I mean, most of my Hydra stuff is not expertly built or anything like that. I just kind of like slap whatever piece works on her. So like I just have her 9-piece protection, slap stuff on her until she gets the necessary stats. So I need accuracy to handle nightmare difficulty. I need enough speed. You know, this is like my, I don't know, 6th protection set. It's not the best or anything. Masteries, War Master makes the most sense, I think, for bosses. She's not really built to do a lot of damage like in 9-piece, but the 9-piece gives her additional damage, right? Gives her the ability to give your team damage, so block debuffs and then increase shield and increase defense. So she potentially gives 15% additional damage to your whole team. She also has the AoE provoke, which is really good. I mean, it's not a high chance, that's the thing. So her provoke is a little bit inconsistent. Biggest problem with the game is time requirement. You want to progress, it takes time. Yeah, it does. Yeah. um, you're gonna buy He-Man and then you pull George in. Yeah, George is better because George is void. He's a void affinity damage dealer. But I think He-Man might hit harder in some situations. He-Man's pretty impressive. You get the legendary relic. Nice. Yeah, it depends where you want to use them. I mean, Sigfriend sounds good. Yeah, question about Heartfire Knight struggling to keep the shield down on 10. This is the team I'm using. Mikage, Padre, Yakaro, Newt, Neldor. Getting the shield down? The shield down. Isn't Neldor negative affinity? Is Neldor negative affinity? I don't remember. Neldor's force, right? I don't remember. What's sold for 6-star Warlord? Temporal Chains looks good. Temporal Chains. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty good. 6-star, instantly decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%. So this allows him to basically cut in, strengthening his ability to go first, lock them out. You could also go with Sheep. Sheep's good. Sheep's fine, right? But yeah, Temporal Chains looks good for a 6-star. Can you help new one day to do 1-key clan boss? I'm doing 2-key Ultra Nightmare. It's gonna depend on your roster, but roster and gear, I think. What, do you have a shark in your logo? It's just kind of like the animal moniker that I had most of my life. Hey Elsie, what's up, man? Nice to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. What free-to-play account level would you expect to be doing Hydra Brutal? That's hard to say, man. Like Hydra Brutal is pretty tough. Pretty tough for newer accounts. You have to hit certain stat thresholds. So if you can do hard Doom Tower, you can probably, if you can do hard Doom Tower, you can do Hydra. You have the stats to do Hydra Brutal, but that doesn't mean that you can do Hydra Brutal because you need, you know, champions that can fill the roles, right? But if you can do hard Doom Tower without much issue, that means your stats are there. You just need the right champs and the right team. Yes, the equipped with the presets is massive, especially for testing. It's really good. Tips for dungeon divers. Kind of takes so long for me to get points. I'm doing Spider 20, where I can level up 3 food. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, each energy gives you like 0.67 points back in the dungeon diver. So it's just gonna take a lot. That's all. They just don't give you a lot. Does crafting relics give CVC points? No, it doesn't. Is the extra damage from protection stack if you have two or more champions in 9-piece protection? As long as the buffs are different, then yes, they do stack. Shields go down but won't stay down. Okay, I see. Yeah. My friend had this similar issue actually. The freeze from the Newt, I think it's tough. With 1 Newt, if you want a fast run, then you risk fail. With 2 Newts, you can have a fast run. I found that with 1 Newt, it's hard to get a super fast run because you're scared to use the A3 and miss his A1 because the A1 is very good at keeping the turn meter down. I don't think Neldor is enough. That's the thing. Creodin's not enough either because Creodin's freeze is not super high chance. What are your thoughts on Tauros? Seen very poor reviews on him. Dragon team that is recommended to me. Tauros is a poison exploding enabler, right? Or poison activator enabler. He applies many poisons. I mean, I guess it could be useful against the boss, like the dragon boss, for example. Personally, I've never really played around too much with them. Would you prioritize Alice or Rhonda for arena in terms of gear? I feel they're both very good. They are both pretty good. I think Alice is a better generalist because she hits. I think Alice hits harder. But Rhonda, she's really good in some situations, especially with the lockout, her skill lockout ability or passive lockout ability. But Alice, I think generally, you know, if you close your eyes and just pick a team, like Alice might be better, to be honest, because the 2-turn lockout just could be generally better. But Rhonda is very good champion too. It depends. It comes down to blessings too, right? If you have stronger blessing on one, pick the other one. Siegfried it is, yeah. Level 60, 88 days in. Barely scratch, easy first chest. 88 days in, level 60. First chest. First chest of what? Hydra? It might be very difficult. It might be too difficult, yeah. 3 months in to do first chest Hydra. Quadric lead, so 20% bonus speed. Yeah, that's a lot of, I mean, you got good speed. You got good speed, you got 2 ally attackers. Tough. Yeah, my friend was having some issues as well. I mean, you need another freeze champion to keep the TM down, right? Or maybe it's the AI with Newt. Could be the AI with Newt. Your car is amazing for freeze. I think he's there for the speed down, right? Like if you don't get the speed down, then probably have a hard time. Blizzard's good. Yeah, Blizzard can be good. Yeah. No Blizzard. Okay. First time joining live stream. I wanted to peek in. Thank you for helping me. Hey, no worries, Penguin. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Patty, Neldor, Newt, Stag, and Alaz. Okay, cool. Cool team. Each champion hit. Where you get the name Boozer from? It's a really old moniker. It came from if you guys know if you guys know this cartoon, it's called The Simpsons. Called The Simpsons. So if you guys know this cartoon.
Hello, Florida.
I'm not a state. I'm a monster.
No, Lisa. The only monster here is a gambling monster that has enslaved your mother. I call him Gamblor, and it's time to snatch your mother from his neon claws.
So Homer says this character's name is called Gamblor. So it's like a gambling monster. So my friends in high school call me Boozor because we had our big binge drinking sessions, and then I probably surprised them or whatever. So then they call me Boozor, and then it's kind of stuck. It's just a high school thing. That obscure cartoon, yeah, that random cartoon that showed up at some point, in the 90s. I think in the 90s. I don't know when it happened. Not a big deal. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's booze related. It's nothing. It's booze related. Yeah. Would you double Newt your Carl, Kreela, and Fat Man work? Yeah, it probably works. Double Newt is very strong for Fire Knight. Oh, it is from drinking. Yeah, it is from drinking. Yeah. 3 months in, a lot of luck. First legendary was Nishak. Nice. He's a great legendary. Yeah. Armans. Oh, that's good. Mad Hatter and Bells with 5. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, those are good. Good champ, good teams right away. 5-star blessing? Yeah, it does a lot. Okay, let's see here. What's going on? I have a lot to do. I have like tons of crafting, but it's all like manual work. I don't want to bore you guys with the manual work. I'd rather just hang out and chill with chat. Yeah, I have Nishak too, but I don't have a blessing on him. I feel so far behind. I don't want to build him out like starting from scratch, you know. I have 1 star. I have no star on him. But anyways, this is my Bommel Nishak. I don't use him anywhere else, only for Bommel. But I can re-gear him for arena, but I don't want to because he has no blessings. I don't know. I feel behind in that sense. How do you run multiple player and plays at the same time? So what you do is you go to your task manager. So you go to your task manager here. So you got your task manager. What you do is you close your player and play. So you end task, and then you open it again, and then you change your account to your second account, and then you click play, and then your second account will open up. Okay, and then you can do that infinitely. You can do that infinitely. Best dungeon for Dungeon Diver points. You can check here for clan versus clan objectives. You can tell some of these dungeons give you less points. So for example, level 10 dragon only gives you 200. Ice Golem gives you 400. Fire Knight gives you 400. Why the hell does dragon only give you 200? You say, I don't know. But yeah, most of the dungeons are 400. You can see here the event dungeon is also 400 for the top level. Sand Devil's 400, Shogun's 400. Why has there been no Phantom Shogun tournaments? I don't know. Some burning questions that have no reason. The content really helped me out. Hey, awesome. It's good to hear success stories. Yeah, it's really good. Will you be able to finish Curse City hard this rotation? Probably not. I don't know. I'm kind of roadblocked right now, mainly because I'm kind of like out of time. And I've been kind of like lazy. I need to re-gear some champs. Like for example, this team, I need to re-gear. This team, I need to re-gear. Like I beat these stages in the past, but it's kind of like, you know, it's a bit of a drag and it's a time sink, right? But things should get easier because, you know, you get more and more stats and stuff, right? But like I said, like my main focus right now is just trying to keep my Hydra points going up. It's tough. It's tough to keep improving. Nishak is my stone skin counter. Yeah, for sure. You should combine Shogun and Sand Devil. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, why not? If you could exchange the green will stones in the forge for Slayer materials with a 10-to-1 ratio, would you do it? What's the will stone? Is it these things? Oh yeah. 10-to-1? Yeah, I would, because I don't have good Slayer. Like I don't get a lot of Slayer gear available to me. So, and I can farm this, you know, constantly. So I would happily trade it 10-to-1 for Slayer gear. Yeah. No question, I think. No question. Hey Adam, how are you? Welcome. Doing good. Yeah, doing good. Blessing for Lady Kimmy 6-star. Depends what you use her. If you use her arena, probably temporal chains. If you use her for Hydra, which is the other part where I would use her, is maybe cruelty. Maybe cruelty. She has a couple AoEs, a multi-hit. That might work. Oh, anyways, let's burn off some of these coins here. How are you guys enjoying the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge? You guys following that? How are you guys enjoying that? Underrated picks for Chimera Trials you've seen. I think a champion that has gotten a lot of love and has performed very well in Hydra, Chimera is the Owl. If you guys have the Owl, she's really good. She provides good up, like, you know, full uptime on all the debuffs, which basically extends your damage output, which is really good. Yeah, she's getting a lot. She should get a lot of love. She's a good champ, but she doesn't get used too much. But in Chimera, she's solid. I could probably think of some other ones too. Just have to think about it for a sec. Hey, Mr. Booth, what's your opinion on the new relic? Will it be game changer? Or is it kind of overhyped? The legendary one is very good because it gives you 20% ignore defense boost, right? So that's a massive boost. I pulled it on my main account, which is freaking awesome, but I haven't done anything with it yet. I literally haven't had time to literally sit down and think about what I want to do with it. And I haven't actually crafted all my relics. So I have all my relic materials from the beginning of existence. So I've never crafted any relics yet because I wanted to make sure that they didn't do anything weird with the relics. Like in terms of just like, you know, maybe like an event, a boost or whatever, right? So I wanted to stabilize a little bit before I commit to like all the materials, but I could probably craft the relics like here on stream, just for fun. Yeah, we could craft the relics now. Why not? Yeah, Gwendolyn. Yeah, yeah. No, she's really good. Yeah, I liked her early on. I liked her for Hydra, even before Chimera. Can I somehow make AI to focus boss instead of minions? I don't know. So cross part S4 S8 is such a champ check part. Yeah, you know, a lot of the stages like this, they just make it easier if you have the right champs, of course. Yeah, one account is enough work. I know. It's hard to play. It is hard to play too, to be honest, especially with the Chimera update. Love the free to play stuff. Nice. Not following it. Don't care. How are you doing 2 instances of raid? I literally answered that like 2 minutes ago. You have to go into Task Manager, right click Player and Play, end task, open Player and Play again, and then change your account, click Play, and then a new window will open. And then you're all set. When I close Player and Play in Task Manager, it closes my in-game window. Yeah, so this is what you have to do. Exactly what I'm telling you to do. Open Task Manager. Do this. End task. You have to open Task Manager, end task. Okay, so if I do it, look, it's gone. My windows are still here, right? So something happened. You didn't follow exactly what I said, maybe. So at this point, I can open Player and Play again and open another account if I wanted to. How did you build your Lydia? 9-piece protection is basically like the only. You could go 9-piece Pharaoh, I guess. Another popular build would be Shield Set. Shield Sets gets used a lot because of her inclusion in Seer teams. But 9-piece protection is just gonna give you a bit of a boost here. Strengthen, increase speed, so 10% boost to your whole team. You could use Pharaoh. Pharaoh would probably be better. The rare book relic is really good for Arbiter or CV. Okay, well, let's do some relic crafting here. Okay. Relics don't give you points, 100%, because then it's not in the objectives. You go to Forge, there's no relic stuff here. So it doesn't give you points. Just record a video of most asked questions and link it each time someone asks. For some window version, it closes the child process too, so raid is closed. Okay, well, then I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not like a super tech savvy guy or anything, so I don't know how it applies to other PCs. Like, if you said like it's a Mac, I have no idea. Or if they run RSL Helper, yeah, if you run RSL Helper, you can just press the plus button and that'll help you do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound rude or anything like that. It's just, yeah, I didn't mean to sound rude or crass or whatever. Never knew you could run open multiple. Yeah, multiple is good. BlueStacks is just horrible. Like, I used BlueStack for a little bit. I'm like, this is horrible. Never using it again. Okay, let's do the relic stuff. All right. So what do I do? Do I do this? I do this, right? Grouped chances. There's a 50-50 for the groups. Don't mix. I did 1 epic, 3 rares. BlueStacks is awesome. And yeah, I mean, you got the macros and stuff, but like, it's so like, it's not buggy. It's just super laggy. I can't use it. Okay, whatever. Let's see what happens. You guys tell me if it's good or not. I have no clue. Is this good? It looks like it's a damage dealer relic. Wearer's damage increase 1% each time any other champion takes a turn when the wearer is under veil or perfect veil. I mean, this is pretty damn specific. Actually, this would be pretty good for the cat. Up to 30%. This would be pretty good for the cat, right? Yeah, that's true. Good for referral counts, yeah. Yeah, BlueStack's tied to CPU performance. Good relic, good substats. Oh, so would you put a relic that doesn't have like a super relevant ability, but you just use it for the stats? Also, another question. Relics. Can you move relics from one champion to another? But when you input the gems stay with the relic, right? Like, you can't you can't unsocket the gems, right? That's what I'm understanding. Okay. It's pretty cheap. They stay. Gems stay, but removing gems is cheap. Oh, removing the gems. Oh, you can remove socket too. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, cool. That's not so bad. All right, let's do it again. That was a 15% luck shot there. Sanguinus. Where's turn meter reduction effects are boosted? This could be good, right? This sounds like it's okay. Turn meter boost for what's his face? Arbiter or something? Oh, turn meter reduction. Sorry, turn meter reduction. So Warlord. Armans, okay. Most of rare used for food anyways. Okay. Cassandra, Suzanne. Okay. Arman's already 100% TM reduction. Oh, I see. Deacon? Yeah, okay, I understand. Okay, cool. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, cool. Rod of Blasphemy. HP, attack, accuracy. A little bit weird substats. Wait, did these change? These substats don't change, right? Like, you can't roll substats on the relics, right? They always come with predefined substats, right? This is food. The substats are the same. Okay, good. Okay, food. All right, thanks. Oh, this is easy. Chat can do the thinking here. This is easy. I've seen this. I've seen this crown somewhere. Wearer's damage increases 1% each time they place a debuff. Hey, this seems good. This seems good. Oh, don't sell? Oh no, use the upgrade. Oh no. Okay. Don't sell them. Okay. Keep them because you need to rank others. Oh my god. Don't sell. Okay. That's fine. That was a small mistake. Everybody makes mistakes in the beginning. Okay. Great relic. You need to use them like chickens. Okay. Don't sell. Relic leveling is like ranking up chickens. Keep your food. Okay. Why did I sell that? I don't know what I'm doing. I've never played with relics at all. Like, relics is just a huge content drop. I never jumped into that. Like, I never even like put my mind into it. So I'm literally learning with everybody right now. Okay, so now I know don't sell. My account is ruined. Bricked account. Okay, this is good. That's a good one, okay? Let's put that up. Let's put that away for now. Okay, this looks interesting. HP, accuracy, speed. That's a good mix. Wearer has a 10% chance to steal one random buff when attacking. This effect can't be resisted. Occurs once per turn. This looks pretty good, right? Yeah, this looks good. No accuracy needed. Yeah, that's true. How often are you getting epic? I just got one. How is he getting so many epics? Steals stone skin. Okay, for arena. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a good one. Okay, cool. Hey, it's a 15% chance, right? Streamer client. It's 15% chance. Come on. It's not that much of a long shot. Oh, what? Another one? Oh, I better turn off this CC luck before everyone starts being suspicious of me. Rigged. All right, let's keep going. We know about that one. Oh, what do you do with multiples? What do you do with multiples of the same copy? Tell me that. You feel scammed? Turn off the streamer hacks. What do you do with multiples of the same? Keep and upgrade. Turning up the odds. Save some regular material. They're good to mix with event material. Is that true? The general advice I received was never mix. Depends if you want to use on other champs. Okay. Could be food for other champs. Okay. Multiples are the same. You can upgrade them to take the relic to the next level or rank up. Okay. Player employee trying to cause hype. Hey, here's a rare. Where receives two less damage if under any debuffs. This is bad, right? Increases chance to get event materials if that's what you want. If you use multiple, lower chances to get what you want. Have a detailed video explaining best combos. In general, never mix. Don't mix. That's the food one you sold. Only mix the food ones only mix the main event ones once it's over. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, chicken. Next. Oh, it costs 100 every time. Iam of Undeath. Wearer's defense increases 1% for each ally under ally protection. Sounds not good. Mixing is a bad idea. 75 Chimera, 25 Event. Go into editing the relic so you can see the upgrade and leveling system. All right, let's move on to relic collection. Upgrade 20 of these nuggets. Upgrade level rank. Oh, 1, 2, 3. You cannot upgrade this relic's rank. A relic must be the maximum level. How many levels? Oh, 6. So you go to 6 with the chicken nuggets, and then you do these things. But you would never use the epic chickens, right? Or the epic. You wouldn't use these epic resources to level this up, right? That would be kind of stupid. It doesn't need the same relic to upgrade. A different type of relic. Okay. Hey, greetings. Long time watcher, first time chatter. Hey, welcome. Assault is basically a chicken. Not like an epic. No. Use those on the coronet. Look at the stars. Not epic, just 2-star. They're tiers. Those are 2-star chickens. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do let's do this one, right? So let's do this one. You guys gotta teach me. So I'm upgrading this, right? Upgrade to 6. So no real dupe system if that's what you're after. Okay. So I'm gonna upgrade this. 1. Okay, I'm just gonna max upgrade. Okay, max upgrade. Now I need to upgrade. That's your XP. Okay, now I can upgrade this. So I used, whoa, this thing takes 2? Okay, so it only takes 2. Is this it? Or should I use the relics instead? Actually, I guess I should use the purple chicken nuggets, right? Rank needs chicken. No, use the rocks. Okay, use the rocks. There's a debate between going 50-50 mats. Half of this video on all mythical and rare mats. Use basalt first. Then we'll take 3-3. You need as much chickens as many stars items currently have. Okay, then use the garbage ones as rank chickens. Okay, so I'm going to use these salts first. Rank up. Okay, level 9. So I'll upgrade level again. Okay, so I use 146 of these nuggets. Okay, so I get the accuracy. Then I upgrade again. But then shouldn't I focus on this guy? It's the best way to do artifact enhanced events. You have to get more artifacts, level them to a lower number. That would be the cheapest way, and then sell those artifacts. Save your 3-star stuff for the Lego one. Upgrade the cat's gaze first. If you get OP epic, you'll want to boost that one early. Need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Upgrade your best piece first. Oh, is this thing good? Is this good? I think it's good, right? All right, let's play with this one. Upgrade. Oh no, I'm out of these chicken nuggets. I'm out of the purple nuggets. And then max upgrade. Oh baby, look at this. Oh, what? How do you upgrade this guy's further? I guess you can't, right? It's pretty hard to get the material, I guess. Shit. Pretty much the best in game. You use 2-star ones on the 2-star relic. Those are 3-star. Need to crunch pretty hard. Okay. Level up a 1 to 4, then rank it up. Oh. Oh, man, that's gonna take forever. crunch low relics. Oh, I see. I get it now, guys. Okay, thank you. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, I see. Damn, that's a long system. That's a long system then. And you're saying to keep some of these rare ones? Is that what people are saying? To keep some of these rare ones around so that you can, I don't know, so that you can mix? Is mixing good? Triangle gems you have for it. A hammer double my damage on a chimera. Rare ones aren't all useless. Free stats. Upgrade rares as chickens. It doesn't matter for rank up. Christ, man. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta look at the stars. Oh, okay. The ware's damage increases by 1% of their total accuracy. One circle one. Try to mix and see the percentage. Bad rare relics turn into chicken relics. Some rare relics are good. Just read the description. Okay. You have some massive gems? I do. Every time the wearer is revived, decreases all incoming damage by 10%. I mean, that doesn't seem that good. The wearer deals 10% more damage in dungeon battles. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty freaking busted. My mythical gemstone? This doesn't seem that good. It seems unlikely. But I mean, it decreases damage coming in if they're revived. Oh, that's true. Yeah, but Chimera, I'm not worried about dying. To be honest, I'm worried about damage. Right? But this one looks pretty good. There's target smash. What about these rare ones? Rare's crit damage increased by 3% for each debuff they are under. 10 debuffs? Oh, this could be good for like Trunda. Because then you have Gurptuk. Gurptuk places poisons on them. Get some extra damage that way. That's a big gem actually with Gurptuk and Trunda. Two of those. Where deals 5% more damage to targets under shield. It's too situational. Where's critical hit destroys 1% of the target's max HP for each buff. 20%. These ones are not that good. I mean, this one could be good, like I said, for Gurptuk, and this one looks pretty good too, but this one wouldn't apply to Trunda though. So maybe leave it unsocketed. On Taros, it's good. Debuff they are under. Like this one seems very good. The wearer deals 10% more damage in dungeon battles. But honestly, dungeon's not that important. The mythical on Taros is good. Every time the wearer is revived, decreases all income damage by 30%. Could be going Wukong. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, Wukong could be pretty good. Where's accuracy increased by 5%? Anyways, yeah, this system is yeah, it's pretty big content drop. I literally like shut it out of my mind because I'm like, okay, if I look at this, my brain will explode and then I won't be able to do anything because then there's like so much stuff to do. It's not enough hours in a day to do everything. So I just intentionally kept it away, kept away from looking at it. I knew it was going to be a power boost, and I knew as soon as I use it, I'm going to get a boost to my account. But I just wanted to be more deliberate and research a little bit before I do anything. Unsocking does not cost that much. Okay, good. Big power grid. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's it is what it is. Actually, what about epics. If I do this, it gives me, it's just a higher chance to get the epics. Like, how do you get the high rarity stuff? Like, this is your only chance of getting the higher rarity stuff? The epic circle stone on Artak, the one that ignores resistance by 5% for poison that HP burns. Okay. 4 legendary has the higher chance for legendary. I know, but I don't have any I don't have enough to use it all, right? Yeah, I'm short. What about this? Should I do this? I shouldn't. I should just wait. I should just wait for legendary to come. It's like 4 void shards. Oh my god. You got legendary from 4 blues yesterday. Might have mythical resources. I mean, you have to make Live Arena a little bit more enticing. Yeah. Is it debatable? Okay, 50-50 versus 100. Just wait. Mythical eyes are only from trials currently. Okay. Okay. So we're done. We're done that for the day. We're done that for the day. That's good. Thank you guys for a little bit of a crash course there. So appreciate that. It helps. It definitely helps. Because otherwise I would have to like basically research what's happening. Check the new relic. Oh, the hammer. Volkoth doesn't need books if you're just using him for healing. If you want his provoke, then you will need books on him. All right, check the new relic. This guy. 26 crit damage, 100 attack. Wear ignores 10% of the target's defense when attacking enemies with higher max HP. Who should I put this on? Who should I give on my roster? Who should I give that weapon to? Who should I give? What do you guys think? Oh, the relic with the skull. How do I check? Edit? Oh. This one? What's this one? Where's defense increases 1% for the ally protection? This is food, right? This is food. This is potentially okay. This seems like a good one. Seems like a good one. And these guys seem like food. And then we got this one. Yeah, so who do I give? You guys can let me know. Marius? Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's good call, I think. Thanks, Frankie. Appreciate that, man. Toshiro and Hydra. Nice. Marius or Newt? Newt. Go to Relic. Go to Relic Collection. Okay. A nuke like Rotos or Harima. Marius for sure. Carnage might have low HP. Nutcracker or similar. Marius. Oh, click the eye. Gotcha. This one? You guys want to see the skull? +1 defense? This one is ignore. Look at this. Oh, so he's ignoring 16% defense. Oh, that is... Very nice. Oh, look at this. Oh, they're all maxed out. 18. You put 700 energy into Fire Knight. I haven't gotten a single piece of speed gear. Speed gear comes from Dragon, not Fire Knight. Put on Siegfried. 3 levels per star. Oh, the skull one. Okay. When rare receives fatal damage, reduce it by 50% of their turn meter and then fully reduces their turn meter. When wearer receives fatal damage, reduces it by 50% of their turn meter and then fully reduces their turn meter. Okay, so it kind of just keeps them alive, right? Whoa, 50% damage reduction. Yo, what the heck? That's wild. That's a wild. This is wild. 50% damage reduction. Max HP nukers are capped in most content. You use them, so I would place on another champ that would benefit more. That's a good call, yeah. OP on Rotos. Yeah, interesting. Look at this. 20% ignore defense. It would be OP on like a damage dealer. Yeah, not necessarily Marius, because Marius would be capped in a lot of spots. Like I'm thinking like somebody like with accuracy needs, because I only have the accuracy triangle gem. That's interesting. Yeah, because like for me, my sockets, I only have this, right? Like this would be cool if I put him on a damage dealer that had accuracy. So Marius kind of makes sense, but Marius does get capped out. So yeah, I don't know. Thor, yeah, Thor could be cool. Thor could be cool. Yeah, Marius is in all content, so I get maximum benefit from Marius. So that would be cool too. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think it should be 20. I mean, everyone's been saying 20. Because then it starts at 10, right? Like the description said you ignore 10%. And then you go level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, I don't know. I think it's 20. Hey, Kazi, what's up, man? If this doesn't go on Marius, I quit. I guess we will see. We'll see how it goes. It's funny. Yeah, Marius, I guess. Man, I need his blessings, man. I need his blessings so bad. Like, I need the accuracy, I need the crit damage, need everything. Need everything on this guy. Fuck. Switch her around to Trunda. Yeah, I think that might be the best. I think Trunda, it would really help her out, but give it to Harrier. I think all these people show up to try and catch us in this chat. Okay. Yeah, Thor. Actually, I had a really decent Hydra team, actually, this rotation. This rotation, I had a pretty decent Hydra team. Look how low I am in this clan. My clan's it just embarrasses me. Like I'm only ranked 20. And some of these guys didn't even put in 3 keys yet. So I'm gonna be ranked. I'm probably in the bottom 5 in my clan for Hydra damage. But this is the team. I used it for Nightmare, and it ran pretty good. It fell apart kind of late, so I think it could do like 6. You could probably do 600-ish at least. But yeah, Marius was massive in this team as Nightmare, right? Yeah, I think, and Thor was really good too. This is the first time I actually used Thor in Nightmare difficulty. And this was a pretty pretty good team for damage output. Thor deserves his hammer. Coronet on Trunda will bring up a damage a lot. Okay, that's good to know. Hammer for Kale. How am I enjoying Chimera? I think it's like I need to get a 1 key done for my alt account, but for my main account, it's doing pretty good. Like my main account does about 120 to 150. Not the craziest amount of trials, to be honest, but I haven't fully optimized it. But to me, like Chimera is just, it's on farm right now. But yeah, I'm just looking for ways to optimize it, but nothing too crazy. Like I said, I'm trying to work on my Hydra a bit, just to push up the damage a little bit here. Your coronet is basically free 6-star Nature's Wrath. Oh, okay, that's really good. I gotta read that over a little bit. On Trunda, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. I do have a Trunda. I have a Trunda team, so looking forward to busting that out. So you're saying that if I put this little crown on my Trunda, where damage increased by 1% each time they place a debuff. Yeah, this is just straight up good. Yeah, this is straight up good. What's my upgrade? Okay. I need 3 of these chicken nuggets. Or 3 of these purple nuggets. Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. It's huge damage. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, guys, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a longer one, but we haven't streamed in, you know, over a month. So anyways, really appreciate you guys hanging out and participating in the chat, and especially helping me out with the relics. I love that actually, because a lot of times, you know, playing raid, it's kind of lonely. You know, playing raid and learning about raid can be lonely. So it's nice to have people that are playing together and learning together. So it's a nice change of pace. So thank you guys so much for participating and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a great day. Have a great CVC, of course. Do you stream more often? I'm trying to keep it consistent just for CVC. So if you guys like the stream, you know, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like button, so you guys can come back for another stream. But usually we just chill out and do chill things. Answer questions and anything like that, help people out. But yeah, thank you guys, appreciate it as always. Have a great day, have a great CVC, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right, take care all, take care.